him again. Unless it's Violet who answers this time. Fingers crossed. Sir! Put some clothes on! Well, we don't lay next to bees. I need to hold on here. Okay. I hear no bees. I see no bees. I speak no bees. Wait, I hear bees! I hear bees! I hear bees! What? A very amusing game is played with mashed potatoes. I'm sorry, what? How will the mashed potatoes tell us who we marry? Are we we really are going to be talking about with marry? Wow, okay. Into the midst of the mashed potatoes, a dime, a ring, and a thimble should be placed. Mashed potatoes are kind of fire. They are. I just don't know if I would trust the mashed potatoes to tell me who I'm marrying, you know? I feel like that decision should not be left. Don't let mashed potatoes choose your future partner. That's just my opinion, personally. What am I saying? Beep beep. Hi, I'm here to work. To be rat shaming the rats. I'm definitely not rat shaming the rats. You should never rat shame anyone. It's very bad. It's very bad. Especially because rats are popular, so good luck with that. Chocolate covered nuts! 60 cents per pound. Smalls. Okay, anyway. They really need it. This is where the D's nuts joke goes, right here. Right here. Okay, these people were married. That's nice. What do you mean you need water still? They're right here. Do your job. Do your job. What's wrong with you? You're over there dying of thirst. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. You're the one who's in charge of the well's right here. Look at that. You can just drink. You can just drink. Slurp it up like that. You're in charge of the water. God. This is your skill. This is what you're good at. She sneezed on me. My God. You're watching that soap too, huh? Oh my gosh, you won't believe what Francesco did. I can't wait until you find out. I can't wait. You should talk to that one lady too. I think Malcolm should have told his wife, you know, that he wasn't actually dead. So she wouldn't marry Francesco, because what are they going to do now? I think I read some theories on Reddit that Malcolm and Francesco are going to have a duel. And I don't know, who do you think's going to survive? Because like Malcolm is like a hunter, right? But Francesco is a trained soldier. And like, I mean, who's the better shot? No one knows. No one knows. Jesus doesn't know. Mary doesn't know. No one knows, actually. Doggy. Look, at least he died in front of Jesus. Right? And he died doing what he loved. Smoking a cigarette and watching his soaps. But now he'll never know how the duel turns out between Malcolm and Francesco. It's really sad. Give the embers to me. There is one last thing I need from you. Come closer. Ugh, never like it when a witch says come closer. Especially when she says there's one last thing she needs from you. There. Don't look like that. It was only a small prick. Just a drop of blood. You won't miss it. And like there was one time where I had to do a quest by the end of the season, and it was like, you know, day 2, and I'm like, oh okay, oops, I didn't really need that. I'm like, I can go back. Where did it go? Was there just one? Oh, there it goes. No, come back, come back. It's rolling away from me. Okay. It was day 2 of the season. Oh, you. Come back. Come back.
Hail, friend.
Hail, friend. Okay. How are you doing? Oh, I think she likes this one. Not to be understood, but to be felt. -5. Ooh, she doesn't like what makes you the expert. Ooh, she clocked me. Yeah, I'm single, Huberta. I know. And you're living with that other dude. I get it. Let's see. Where should I put that?
I don't want to be lonely anymore.
Oh, she doesn't want to be lonely anymore. you're living with that dude though, that Lord of the Rings guy. He likes Lord of the Rings. Do you not like Lord of the Rings, Huberta? Does he just spend all his time watching Lord of the Rings and he doesn't pay you any attention? I'm so sorry. It makes you feel alone even though you're living together. That's a real shame. I mean, I know I'm romancing you and everything, and so maybe like this is like a hint to me, but like guys, I don't think she likes me. Wow, she's just walking over there and standing. Wow. Oh, hello. 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 We're back again to date all the household objects. Or at least talk to them, the very least. Um, yeah. Uh, some people are still playing this game and I can't watch it yet because I don't want spoilers because like I want to play it, you know? So, shame. So we got to play through it. We must do it. I'm also really in the mood for uh the Sims Ultimate Decade Challenge. So I might be doing that at some point here in the future. Um, because I feel like it. I said I was gonna try and like quote unquote beat, for like my standards medieval dynasty, get to switch over to our son's POV before I switch over to a different kind of like game to take its place, but I kind of we do what I want around here. So, and I kind of feel like playing Sims 4 uh Ultimate Decade Challenge because it's fun because you start in the Middle Ages. I talked about this before, but like you have to work your way through. There's a lot of rules and stuff, and I have a video. I have like one stream where I did it like a year and a half ago. Um, and I started, but then I never like continued. So we'll maybe pick that up or maybe start just fresh because I'm not sure. A lot of Sims updates happened and they've you made a lot of things janky in the game and things like that. So we'll see. But anyway, I might do that sometime as well. I don't know. There's so many things I want to play now. I hate when there's like when I don't have anything I want to play and I'm like, but I still, want to stream and but none of the games really quite appeal. But all of a sudden, there's like so many things I want to play again. Well, not so many things, like just several things, but they're all like very time-consuming things. So, we'll see. We'll see. But today it's date everything for today, at the very least. That's what we're doing right now. And I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, maybe, probably in the afternoon, maybe sometime. Maybe, maybe. Um, we will see if I feel like it. Have I been productive enough today? No, I haven't, but oh well. Um, I kind of want to be like, oh, well, during the day, like, should I stream extra? I'm like, no, because there's too much other stuff that I should be doing instead. But like, I'm not being very productive at it. So I think if like on a day like tomorrow, if I'm like trying to be productive, but my brain is just too tired and like can't think and focus on it, um, I think I might stream instead if I feel like streaming because like I'm not gonna be productive. Like, what's the point, So, I'm trying to learn a lot of stuff, like game development stuff. Like right now, I'm on this morning I was doing the Creative Core Pathway thing, course, on Unity, and I was in the animation section, and like I don't know, my brain just wasn't it needed too much focus. Like you have to apply a certain level of your brain in order to learn something new and learn it well. And like my brain just wasn't gonna have it. I was like, nah, my brain's too tired. Also, I don't know, for some reason the fact that it was cloudy ruined my morning. Like I like it cloudy sometimes, but sometimes you're just not in the mood for cloudy weather, And that's how it was. I feel like Mm, depending on the time of year and depending my current motivation levels and what I need them to be at and what they're at and also what I'm working on, it kind of depends. So maybe I should also take that in consideration. If it's cloudy, maybe I'll like write in the morning instead of try to do game dev art stuff. Because that I do better in sunny weather. So I don't know. It's overcomplicated, but oh, my plants came today. My plants came today as well. That really helped my mood too. Um, yeah. My plants came. Um, I have tomato plants, spearmint, lemon balm, and rosemary right now. 16 of them in total. And I didn't like the lemon balm came yesterday. It came from like a different like they're all from the same like company, but they're like starter plants, like small plants that have already been grown from the little seeds, and now they're like little plants that are like 4 inches tall or something like that. They all came from the same company, but the lemon balm was like significantly farther along in its growth. Um, and it came from somewhere else, and it came a day early too. I mean, it came from the same company, but like they shipped it separate or something. And it showed up yesterday, but yesterday evening. Um, and you're supposed to like put them out and let them in their new spaces, but not repot them yet because they need to like readjust. It's like way too much shock to tamper with the roots and everything and put them in a new environment. So you put them in a new environment first, also because like they are a little bit worn out, the little little tuckered out little buddies from traveling in a box and everything. Even though it was only traveling for a few days, they can send them for like it can take a couple weeks and you can still be fine because they like overwater them in their little box and stuff like that. Um, so it was only like 3 days or something, so it was fine. But they still get a little tuckered out, being in the dark for all that long and everything. So I put them out last night, uh, and then it was cloudy this morning, so they hadn't even seen any sun. But I didn't like the way the leaves were looking, and I was kind of a little bit worried about the way they were potted being in their little plastic containers being an issue. So I replanted them, had enough soil for it. But I don't have enough soil to replant all the ones that came today. So I have like the soil in the bottom of the pots to hold the pots down so they don't blow away. And but that's about it. So today's plants I put in their pots, but um I'm gonna leave them for a couple days because I think my soil comes in on Thursday. So I am gonna wait for that. But in the meantime, they're gonna sit in their little pots, just still in their little plastic containers and readjust to the light and the temperature and the wind and all that stuff. Um, and then I'll fiddle with their roots and take them out and force them to be in new soil and all that stuff. But I'll let them like, recuperate um in where they're at now. But yeah, but the lemon balm I wasn't looking so good, so I wanted to replant it just in case. I was worried about root rot kicking in and stuff. Because it was, like I said, it was farther along, but in the same size of dirt pot, And so I was like, And when I took it out, those roots were really packed in there. So, just as well that I gave it a little bit more room to spread out because I think it was getting a little overcrowded and stuff in there. And yeah. Anyway, but I'm really excited because I like my plants are gonna make my balcony seem so nice. Already they're really nice, even though they're just tiny little plants. It's already like so, so much more cheerful and happy and everything, and I really like it. Um, and hopefully they don't die. Like I said, I'm a little concerned with the way the lemon balm was like browning. That happened before. When I got some lemon balm and spearmint from my last apartment, I thought they just didn't have enough light, but I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong from where I get them from. Maybe there's some sort of disease or something. And now the spearmint looks fine, but it's also younger looking than the lemon balm. So the lemon balm though is looks like it's doing what it happened last time to it. And like I literally did nothing this time. It just showed up like that. So I don't know. But yeah, I got it last night. I also ordered Raisin Canes last night because like it's kind of like farther away that I normally like to order food from, but I also really like it. So, and I haven't had it in a few years. I had it with like a friend I made out here for a little bit, but I think she got a boyfriend, and so then she stopped talking to me because that's what happens when you make friends is they then get boyfriends or girlfriends and then they stop talking to you, and it's like cool. But anyway, I got it before and it was really good. And but it's been like since around the pandemic, like kind of close to when I first moved out here. Um so it's yeah, it's been a few years. But it was still just as good. I was really excited. I was worried that, like when you have something for the first time and it's really good and you're like, "Oh my God, it's amazing." And then you have it again and it's just not as good and like it never is as good as the first time you had it. I was worried that Raising Cane's would be like that, but it's not. It's not. It's actually pretty good. Um, so I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, I was like, if I do a bunch of work yesterday, then I get to take a break for dinner and order Raising Cane's and also watch the thing K-pop Demon Hunters, is that what it's called? You know, the thing that everyone's talking about. um I didn't finish it all last night because I'm like horrible at watching movies by myself, but I finished it this morning sometime or this afternoon lunchtime, and it's okay. I mean, I don't know, I don't quite get the hype, to be honest. I mean, like I guess I kind of do, in a like I people disappoint me kind of way. But like I don't know, there's so many ships from this where from what I got, their ship it looked like the movie was trying to ship the main guy and the main girl. But hey Cubert, welcome, welcome. Um and it looked like they were trying to ship them, but at the same time, like that didn't happen. And there was no like I'm talking about K-pop Demon Hunters. Um I watched it last night and like I don't know, it's so many people are like reading into this like, oh my gosh, look at this deep romance and stuff, or this like, is it good? I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It was a movie, like it was an animated movie. It wasn't life changing or anything like that. Um, I heard some people talk about how great it was. Oh my gosh, best movie of the year, blah blah blah. And I don't know. I think it is if you like in your brain do a lot of head canons, you add in a lot of extra stuff, you misinterpret things, and you just twist everything around to be what you want it to be, then yeah, it's gonna be a great movie. You watched a movie last night and cried for 30 minutes. Yeah, well, I don't know that some people said they cried when they watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm like, I don't understand what you cried about, man. But like it's weird because it feels like such a big part of it feels like the guy and the girl should get together, but they kind like it's not that I don't know. That's given. Oh yeah. I watched like the first couple episodes of it, but I don't know. I just didn't get into it. I think then I thought I was gonna read the manga and then I just never got around to it. Um, but don't slander it. Given. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's I just haven't it's not that I dislike it. I just haven't seen it. Um, but but yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters though, like it was like I said, it felt like the people should get together, but then they didn't kind of, but then like people were acting like they're together. And I don't know, like it felt like they were like, oh, here's a romance plot line. But they weren't showing me. They were just kind of like setting it up like to be stereotypical, like obviously these characters are gonna get together. And I'm like, okay, show me them getting together. And then they're like, oh, wait, you want to see actual romantic connection between them? Hmm. And I'm like, what? Like, and they're like, oh, no, no, no. We just thought we'd give you a guy and the girl and your brain could do the rest. And I'm like, are they going to have a connection? And they're like, oh yeah, yeah, they're going to learn a lot from each other and have like it come to a place of mutual respect eventually. And it's like, okay, but is there going to be like romance to this romance? And the movie's kind of like mutual respect. And I'm like, that's not romance. And they're like, but there's a guy and a girl. Obviously, you get that there's romance. It's like, you got to show me the romance. You can't just give me a guy and the girl and say, like, look, obviously they're going to get together. And it's like, are they? Do they like each other? Like, you ship characters in your head, they're together. No one will tell you different. Yeah, I mean, but it's like you can't have a romance plot line. Like you can't rely on headcanons and fan ships, like to like create the movie. Like at this point, like the way everyone's acting, it's like it's you can't show a romance plotline and have no romantic development between the characters. But people will be like, "Oh, did you see the first look he gave her when he passed by? Oh man, if only a guy looked at me like that." And I'm like, he has no romantic connection to her at this point. If you know his character, if you were paying attention, he is not into her. Yeah, but no, but he saw her and he immediately fell for her. Did he? Because to me, it looks like he's sizing up the competition. He like knows his opponent, his enemy, and he's sizing her up. Like that is very different than, oh, well, that's when he fell for her. Like that's what you want to happen, but that's fine in like a fan kind of, yeah, it's illusion. It's yeah, it's I don't know. And I was thinking about it and I was kind of realizing that like I don't know, like it feels like back in the day, like a while ago, like for fan ships and stuff, and any sort of fan like fan fiction essentially, like it would be separate and it'd be like fan fiction. It wouldn't be the like official interpretation, you know? Like no one's gonna watch Harry Potter and be like, no, 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 Harry and Draco are secretly dating for sure. Like, no, and like that was clearly a fan thing, but not you're not going to argue and be like, no, they clearly are, it's subtext. Like it's like, no, that's clearly a fan thing. You're taking the original source material and you're changing it to fit your fan story, and that's fine, but like that's not in the original source material. Don't act like that is, don't act like that's the actual story. But like, and I feel like in nowadays a lot of people, the way they handle media is they take their like fanship and they're like, no, that's what the actual story is. And they'll find little hints and it's like, yeah, 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 that's the little hints that you're using to base your fan fiction off of. And they're like, no, it's true. And it's like, I don't know about that. Because like in this movie, these characters, like, it's like enemies to lovers, I guess, but they're never lovers. And like there's nothing romantic between them. There was no romantic development. Like the neither from my understanding, from what I saw, there was no reason that either of them liked the other romantically. So I feel, oh yeah, yeah, well, because Apothecary Diaries, well, it's a little bit different. Jinshi likes Mao Mao, but Mao Mao I am pretty sure is asexual based on the reactions. Yeah. Yeah, she does not like him. And at one point later on, when she kisses him and she pushes him off and is completely repulsed, I was like, at first I was like, oh no, maybe she just isn't into it yet. It's just, she's just warming up. I get it. And then once like they actually like, made progress and she was completely disgusted and felt violated, and I'm like, oh, she's sexiverse asexual. She's not into this at all. And I was like, there's no hope for this ship at all. Like, no way. She's just not into it. And I don't think she was into like anything sexual. She read like you've read all 15. Yeah, I haven't. I am like not caught up. I'm like, I don't know, a little bit after that point where I just mentioned, I think. Um, but like and I don't know how the story develops, but I do know that the author did not originally mean for that to be full on romantic. I think they said they originally planned to have Jinshi like her. Still, that was always intentional, but like for it to actually be a like romantic development plot line was she does like him, but she doesn't know how to express her feelings. See, well, I do know the author did not plan for that to be a romance. And the only reason the author put it in was from pressure from fans who shipped it and wanted it to be a thing really bad. So, No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want any spoilers. But I do know that the author did not mean for that to be the case, right? Did not mean to be that romantic development. So, like, it makes me feel correct in my original reading of the characters because that's kind of what, and it's not a romance. Maybe I'll catch up at some point here. Um, but uh, but like it's not a lot of people are like, well, even the anime people are like, oh, it's a shoujo romance, and it's like it's a shonen and it is a mystery series. It is shonen mystery. It is not shoujo romance. And they're like, yeah, but look, main character is girl. There's a guy. Obviously, they get together. Obviously, it's romance, and obviously, all romance is shoujo. It says, yeah, well, it that's not what is originally intended, right? And so, like, it turned into a romance because fans wanted it to be a romance. So then the mangaka, or no, sorry, I guess the author of the light novels, made it a romance, but it was not originally a romance. And so all the initial plot lines are not romance. Read more of it. He said it wasn't a romance. Animation was censored. Yeah, yeah. It's like it's not supposed to be a romance. It was never intended to be a romance. A it had the characters had like they Jinshi liked Mao Mao, but that was about it. That was it. Uh but then like, your mindset was romance, so you kept looking for the cute romance, but it never came and you got somebody. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's like how people were reacting is everyone picked up the book and they're like, "Oh, this guy likes this girl. It's a romance." People assumed it was a romance and they wanted it to be romance. So they only focused on the romance parts. And then they were getting frustrated that they weren't getting a whole lot of romance development. And then the writer had to be like, okay, well, I guess I have to give people the romance they want or else they're going to hate this book. And that's what happened. But it's a shonen mystery. The shonen mystery is what it is. And it says romance, but like it's not. Um, Jinchi shouldn't be her love interest. I mean, I think that's an okay love interest. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Another guy who treats her so much better. I mean, it's not always like how guys treat you, you know, because that's kind of like well, I bought you dinner. Why won't you sleep with me? I treated you well. Give me something back, you know? So, like, it kind of, I don't know. Just because a guy treats you well, he doesn't deserve anything. So, well, I don't know what Jinchi did to her. So, but I mean, the whole thing is problematic anyway because like I don't know, like I just it's so frustrating because she so strongly reads asexual. And she might be romantic. Like doesn't mean she's aromantic, but like I don't know. She definitely but and I still like Jinchi. I see the thing is I don't know about them being together, but like I like Jinchi because he's a problematic character, and sometimes those are the interesting characters, you know. You don't always like the best characters. You don't always like the good guys. I don't really like Mao Mao though, to be honest. I'm not really into her character very much. So yeah. So you don't your favorite characters in the book in a book isn't always the best guy, right? Like it's not like who is the best person and that's going to be my favorite character. Like that's not the case at all. Sometimes there are characters who are more interesting than others. Just because he's nice or someone's nice doesn't mean they're interesting, and just because a character is bad doesn't mean, they're not a likable character, you know? Because even a character can be likable who's bad, and they can be interesting, and they can, so they can still be good. Honestly, like, Jinshi's great because without him, honestly, the book would be a lot less interesting because I don't really care so much for Mao Mao, so future side character I'll love her. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm not always the biggest fan of side characters. Partly because if there's a side character that draws too much attention, that's not a good side character. That happens in a lot of things, is authors will like put a lot of quirky, fun things into side characters. And that's actually really bad writing because you shouldn't like the side characters more than the main characters. Because then the book should be about the side characters. Um, like or I mean, I guess you don't always have to like them, but you have to like you shouldn't be more interested in the side characters. Disagree with that. The book's not about the side characters. If you're always focusing on what the side characters are doing and you're only caring about the side characters and the main characters are just there to take up space until you get to the side characters, that shouldn't be the case. That's not a good story. I guess you can disagree with that, but that's just like a writing thing. So, I don't know, maybe all the best writers and storytellers in the world are wrong. Maybe they're all wrong, but I don't think so. Um, if you have no interest in the story, or if the side characters overshadow the main story, then it's not a good story. The side characters might be great, but the story should be about them. Give them a story. Um, they the story or the story you're telling isn't good, but the story you're telling should not be overshadowed by side characters in that story. Um, this it's not good writing. Hmm. I mean, I don't understand how you would be like, no, it's a great story. It's a great story. I just don't care for it at all, and there's no interest. And I like the side character better. The side character is the whole point. The rest of it is fine. It's a great story. If you don't like the story and you're not interested in the story, then what's the point of the story? It's not a good story if it's overshadowed by everything else. The story that you're telling should be the focus of your audience's attention, and it shouldn't be side bits. Okay, yeah, well, you can like a side character, great. Okay, well, you like her more than Mao Mao. Okay. Well, but see, I don't like Mao Mao. Mao Mao's like one of my least favorite characters in the entire thing. So that's not that great, but nice break to all the serious moments. Oh, see, I like the serious moments. I don't really like the side stuff because the serious moments are the actual plot. That's the thing. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so K-pop Demon Hunters. Um, so yeah, in that one, I thought it was weird that the characters also whatever genre truck is outside. Okay, thank God, it finally parked. It kept inching forward and it keeps making a weird like squeaky brake noise. And it's like just park. You're probably good. Just park. But but yeah, okay. But yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters, I don't understand the romance part. It didn't make sense to me. Some people are shipping all of the main girls in a polyamorous relationship altogether. And once again, I there's no romantic connection between them. Um, and I think, uh, it's kind of frustrating because when people see this and like, no, that's romance. And it's like, that's not romance. That's just acceptance and friendship. Like, yeah, but they accept them the way they are. And it's like, yeah, that's not romance, that's friendship. And because people are going to be getting into, and it's like, even in this other relationship with this guy, and it's like, oh, well, yeah, Ginu, or was that his name? And, Rumi. It's like, oh, well, they're together. It's so great. Wow, look. And it's like, yeah, but do they like each other? Do they even know anything about each other? It's like, oh yeah, they do know that what they've been through. They know that they've had this history that they've been working to overcome, and they know their flaws and things. And it's like, yeah, but do they know anything about each other's personality? You know, like they know their demon slash demon hunter status. They know like some of their secrets, but they know nothing about their personalities beyond that. Like, they know nothing about each other. They have hardly talked, so they don't even know if they would get along if they just hung out together. They don't know. All they've been doing is and also all their conversations, like a lot of them have involved like, oh yeah, talking about secrets, but the secrets are lies, and it's just like they develop into this sort of mutual respect for each other. But mutual respect is not romance, and it's kind of toxic to say that because like to show a situation where they're like mutual respect and everyone's like, oh, that's romance. Oh my gosh, they're so great. And it's like, no, you just think they look good together. You just empathize with the main girl character and you think the main guy character is hot. And you then want them to be together because you think the main guy character is hot. And like maybe this is just me not really being into people really for their looks as much as their personality. Like I don't know, maybe this is a different thing than everyone else, but it just feels like you're setting yourself up for like a bad relationship if the romance is actually just mutual respect and there's no fondness for each other. Not that there's not. You just don't know anything about the other person. You're just like, oh, I respect you and you're hot. That's it. Romance now? That's good. That's a relationship. Yeah, let's start dating because I respect you and you're hot. Like, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But hey, Drunk Monkey, welcome, welcome. I'm ranting about K-pop demon hunters. Um, and other than that, like the songs were so. Apparently, people are listening to them and they're wildly popular or something. I thought they weren't very catchy, and uh, they were okay. They're like one of them was good. The others were like, eh. But well, you don't need to know K-pop to K-pop Demon Hunters is a movie on Netflix, so you don't really need to know K-pop for it. Although apparently, well, there were a lot of I don't know if who voiced the main characters, but I think the main guy trained as a K-pop idol, but wasn't in any groups. He was JYP trained. I don't know about the main girls. There was a lot of advertising for Twice in the thing, so like I wondered if maybe they were voiced by um any of the girls in Twice. And then mm, yeah, and then the guys, like I said, one of them was trained but did not debut. Uh, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, there was a lot of Twice. Oh, and then I saw some people saying that some of the choreography that the guy group did is like a lot some of Hyphen's choreography, but they might just be an Hyphen stan and like, it might be very popular common choreography in K-pop for all I know. Um, but yeah, so I don't really know, but so there's some references, I guess, but for the most part, it's just I don't know. Basically there's a K-pop trio of girls. They are demon hunters. Their group is called Huntrix. It's like kind of like a Buffy situation. Every generation there are three girls who are so it's like kind of like Power 3-2 from like Charmed. Um, and so like every generation, there are three girls who fight the demons and with their song. And in traditional Korean history, I guess they were like, you know, I don't know, more traditional, but now they become like K-pop idols, so they can like, sing to large crowds and like, their voice reaches very far, and so they can like do a good job vanquishing the demons or something like that. And then there's like this bad like demon king kind of guy who wants to take over the world, and they're kind of always keeping him at bay. And then there's like was one demon guy who has like four other demon guy friends, and he's like, we're gonna form a rival K-pop band because their power comes from their fans and we'll steal their fans. and so then it's like a guy group versus this girl group, and that's like and what's really at stake is the world and people being eaten by demons or not, basically. Something along those lines. And it's like, I don't know, it was okay, but I'm not a fan of that animation style. Um, and and so normally I don't think watch things with it, but and also I'm not really good at watching movies either. So series are easier. A series is easier, but movies are tough. And so like I don't know, I had some trouble kind of getting through it, but I managed. But I don't know. There were just some parts to it that I just didn't get or I just really didn't like. I'm like, I don't know. I think it would have been better as a series maybe because I feel like there's a lot of like development, character development that needed to happen for like what they were aiming for, I guess. Um like it felt like they were trying to reach kind of like, I don't know, a more meaningful plot, both main plot line and character development plot line. And I feel like it would have been better as like a book or a series. I feel like a hour and 20-minute long movie is not enough to uh actually get all that in, I think. Um I think they had to gloss over too much where you're just like, "Uh-huh, whatever," and like you don't really understand what they're doing or what they're talking about or in the character, you're like, "Oh, well, there's a guy and a girl. Obviously they're going to get together because, enemies to lovers." And it's like, okay, that's the thing that bugs me is like, was that supposed to be a romance plot line? I couldn't figure out the whole time because they're like giving you romance tropes, sort of, but they're not actually showing any romantic development or connection between the characters. They're just sticking them in situations that are like kind of romantic like, and I'm like, I don't know. So, like, I don't know. I wasn't really that into it. And then just seeing the way like people eat it up, like there are so many people who are fans of it and they love it and there's like so much art of it that I've been like, seeing on Twitter and everything. And like, people have been like retweeting it and stuff and I'm like, okay, but like I they're really like I don't know, I already said this a little bit ago, but like they're kind of relying on fan interpretations, like a lot of headcanon stuff, a lot of fans taking the characters and then like expanding them, kind of, playing around with them in different ways. And really it just comes down to people see characters, people are like, "Ooh, character hot. Let me do what I want with my own little, fan fiction version in my head to do what I want with these characters." And then now I love this movie because I love these characters. And it's just kind of like, that wasn't in the movie though. The characters aren't like that, but they kind of don't care because they like it only for its source. They're like, "Oh, this is a great source of a character that I can then turn into the character I want." Start a roasting match in a Twitch chat. I see. Um, but anyway, that was yeah, I watched that last night and I was like kind of a little bit disappointed. Just I don't know. I feel like that happens a lot though. Um, where, fans kind of like override the original work kind of frequently and I don't know. So anyway, let's play the game. Let's play the game. Date everything. Date everything. Where's the game? Is the game up? Yeah, okay. There we go. Load date. What? Avoid non-stick sprays and air fryers. What? Who's seen voice act TikToks on the voice actor and how hot he is? The one from the movie. Yeah, people. Yeah, I don't know. I've only seen a little bit about it. Of like his like idol history, I guess. Okay, who do we want to talk to now? Let's talk to the accessories. The toiletries.
A stylist with a very vertical, very pink hairdo appraises you, lifting his glasses to take a better look at you. His face is kind, his features soft, and his makeup? Oh,
Hold on, sorry, I want you to play the volume. Yeah, it's fine.
impeccable.
Oh!
An anime within the first episode when it was gross to make an anime about this. Yeah, I feel like that sometimes about anime.
How about we... Oh dear.
Hello, dude? Use your words.
Lost right at the start of all this. I'm so sorry, darling. My brain runs quicker than cheap mascara sometimes. Stupid Barry, disposable Barry, you're doing it again. Oh, just stop talking.
Hello?
Yes. Hello is what anyone at the top of their game would say.
He takes a deep breath, shaking
You
off
okay,
his
buddy?
awkwardness and giving you a
Oh,
friendly
look at all the
smile.
swatches on his arm.
Let's take this from the perfectly cool
Yeah,
top,
he's got some
shall
interesting
we?
hair, for sure. That's because he's a lipstick.
My name is Barry Styles. I am your one-stop shop for looking good, feeling great. Not that I have to work too hard.
Barry
at that,
Styles,
because-
okay.
I don't know if I made myself clear enough on this point, darling, but you are looking fabulous. Why, hello.
Okay.
I'll be honest, because I like to be
Oops.
clearer than a freshly unblocked pore, I really don't like talking about myself, hun. I'd much rather talk all about you. And eyebrow hydration, of course. You really cannot underestimate how important it is to avoid a thirsty brow, baby.
Of course, yeah. I trust you.
But mostly, I want to talk all about you. In fact, if you'd be so gracious as to indulge me, I'd love to really get under the skin.
No, I don't want you. Please,
Oh,
yeah.
not literally, obviously. My products are for external use only. I mean, can I ask
What?
you a few questions?
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
Oh dear. If I can't ask you a few queries, then this might go really poorly.
Bro, you
I
okay?
do
I'm
well
not
with
enjoying
queries,
this
surveys, trivia,
conversation, buddy.
tidbits, and nimnobs, especially nimnobs. We'll get to nimnobs when I'm damn well ready.
Uh,
Oh dear, we aren't ready. I knew it was too soon. I'll have to come back again.
I didn't like him. But they get makeup everywhere. Well, good thing they're actually just a makeup. Alright, we need to check out this room. Well, let's talk to the TV.
It takes you a
Whoa.
moment to realize that there is not, in fact, a test of the emergency broadcast system standing in your living room, though the colorful figure standing across from you certainly
I'm not
bears
in
a
the
striking
living room.
similarity to that TV classic. Even before they speak, you can feel a frenetic energy in the air, like someone switching between channels at high speed.
Yo! Don't touch that dial, cinephile, because my favorite studio audience is now in attendance. The VIP attendee. The
You have expected
overviewer,
dunk considering
and
it's or it could be the
sometimes you
Viking guy.
The supreme dream who makes this flat screen scream. How can I cater
This
to
is
my
definitely not
greatest
discarded
spectator?
exercise equipment. Who are you?
I'm the one who knocks.
Yeah. Kind of surprised to see that
Of course you
reference
do.
here.
Your taste is based. Before we get to what's on my screen, let me properly set the scene. The name's Telly. Rhymes with Nelly. Like, whoa, Nelly, did you know Telly offers 5,000 channels like an endless deli?
See, you're not good at rapping
Holy smokes, folks!
or rhyming. Unlike the toilet.
So ask not what your country can do for you. Ask, can you dig it?
5,000, really?
Damn straight!
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
5,000 channels is the most offered by any provider. I know this because I'm an entertainment insider. 5,000 channels of cheers.
Why do you keep rhyming?
Can Valdiviflix compete with that? Or even Viewloo? That Valdiviflix copycat? Telly shows are must-see. Their programming's just musty.
How's your pricing?
Prohibitively expensive.
Uh-huh. Typical.
Can't fault a TV for trying. Anyway, since you're here, my dear, why don't you just kick back and recline? Unwind from the grind and free your mind with 120,000 hours of programming combined. View that cue till you go blind.
Stop rhyming. Until I go blind.
It's just an expression. No need for obsessing.
In
I
case
hate
of
the
audio
rhymes.
degeneration, we'll just get you some medicine.
Okay, I
Loading
guess.
programming, loading programming, optimizing for comedy, haha, analyzing for reality, boo-hoo. Pratfalls and close calls from straight to your eyeballs. And, yeah, Mr. White, yeah, science, bitch. I found 15,000 shows you wouldn't oppose. So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows?
Home renovation.
Time for some narration elation about home renovation. Allons-y.
From the creators of Home is Where We Buried Grandma and Festive Infestations comes Balls to the Walls, a thrilling home renovation series where each episode follows the demolition of a different home using wrecking balls as the primary tool of destruction. Hosted by demolition expert Carlos Balls of Steel Balenciaga and featuring an all-original music score from MC Whammer. No home is safe from the swinging force of Balls to the Walls.
So, my beau, does this show make you go, whoa?
We talk about our feelings? Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Look, if that show isn't for you, I've got 15,000 other options we can still
I
view.
didn't want to watch TV. I wanted to talk to my TV.
So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows?
Local
Wait,
community
seriously?
access.
I just told you that I have 5,000 channels with 15,000 shows. And you want to watch the community access station?
Where else am I gonna learn close-up magic? You know what?
Look,
Actually,
I'll
if
be
that's
straight
what they
with you.
got on, that's pretty cool.
You're cute and all, but there's no way in hell I'm watching the community access station. There's literally an endless bounty of quality content now, and I'm not gonna waste my precious time on planet Earth watching some old fart playing amateur xylophone for 6 hours. You get each other?
Okay.
But listen, I've got a great show selection for your inspection.
I don't like them.
And while watching, we might make a genuine connection. So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows?
I guess reality competition.
So that's who you giving your rose to, my boo? Looks like
It's literally the only
tribe
option.
has spoken.
Yeah, I don't really like him. I didn't get the reference. I do. That didn't rhyme. How about
No
that?
one said it had to rhyme. All
I
right,
know.
my
I
delight.
kind of am glad it
I'll
didn't
give
rhyme.
you a reality infusion in 4K resolution. Cougar versus Cougar. thrust into the wilderness and stranded in a remote location miles from any plastic surgeons. 10 older, attractive women must rely on their wit, resourcefulness, and cunning to battle for survival and outsmart their adversaries.
Sounds like a dumb
10
show. I don't like
actual
it.
cougars. With tensions running high and cougars lurking around every corner, alliances will be forged, rivalries will emerge, and the women must dig deep within themselves to prove once and for all which
I don't
cougar
like the
has
concept
the
of a
sharpest
cougar.
claws.
It's a little misogynistic.
So, my daffodil, shall we commence with this TV and chill?
No. Wouldn't you rather like go for a stroll or something?
Outside? But winter is coming. You don't dig it? That's fine. I've got 15,000
God.
other options that'll blow your mind like a fault line. So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows?
Makes
Maybe I
sense,
should
makes
just go.
sense. Just, one more thing.
Look, I don't want to pry, but I gotta know. It's not because you prefer Valdiviflix, right? Because that'd be a huge blow to my
No.
ego.
You brush your teeth, ask for it. Only $9 a month. Over your quality programming, never. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Hottie. That makes me feel naughty. Come back round here later, and I'll show you something body.
No, thank you. Okay, that was something. Oops, no. Not what I wanted here. Have a Discord message from
Unfortunate
this
about
man.
Sandy and corporate events planning. She was responsible for all the best casual Friday themes. Now that she's gone, there's finally nothing left of the 7 pioneers.
I'll
In the
play
beginning,
along.
There were 7
Oh
of
god,
us,
in the beginning.
working out of David's dorm room, stealing Wi-Fi from the neighbors and using cardboard boxes for chairs. We had no idea we were changing the world. We just wanted to design a more efficient paperclip. But then the money started flowing. Money always changes people. Didn't take long for the 7 pioneers to be whittled down to 1.
Hold on a second. I wanna adjust some stuff here. Maybe that's better. So much move down to 1. Easy. David.
Bingo. And all this? The wretched soul-sucking corporate monster that Valdivian became? The pioneers never wanted that. One by one, they left, but I stayed. Deep down, I really believed David, the old David, was still in there somewhere.
No,
When he
David
wanted to
sucks
use
now.
the Dateviators for military applications, I
He's
knew more
CEO.
drastic action was necessary.
He's done
Quickly.
for. Send him to the Titanic. Oh, so he stole them.
I'm sorry, but there's no time. I'm using the display phone at a wireless store and they closed 30 minutes ago. The sales associate is giving me the stink eye. I'll follow up when I can.
Okay, buddy. Alright. Who shall we talk to next? Let's go. Let's talk to Breaker Box.
You walk into what you thought was your breaker box, but as the dark door swings open, you realize you're somewhere entirely more stimulating. A classic speakeasy club welcomes you in.
Speakeasy
The
in my
low
breaker
electric
box?
lights glow warmly. Live music drifts languidly from a sumptuous velvet red stage and envelops the audience in a pleasurable haze of pure vibe. The gentle clink of cocktails in glasses rises from a wood bar to the left of you, and then a gentleman with a languid, easy air to him approaches you.
Well now, what a delightful surprise. A brand new patron.
I live here, actually.
Really? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I find that hard to believe since this is the first time I've seen you here.
Maybe you just never been
Trust
looking.
me, I would never forget such a striking face.
You seriously don't know who I am yet? I'm very intrigued.
I never said I didn't know you. You're a human. Of course I know you.
Okay.
You've quite the reputation around the house, Livewire. But to have you here in person, all to myself, ooh, how thrilling. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Where are my manners? My name is Volt.
Hello.
He extends a hand towards you, a conduit of pure,
I'm pretty sure he comes in a
dangerous
pair.
sexual energy that charges the very air between you.
Hmm. Do we take his hand? Do we play along? We'll play along, sure.
He lowers his head to brush his lips across
We
the
can't
back of your
romance him though,
hand.
because he's part of a pair.
Was that a spark of static electricity you felt just now?
It's a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance.
Taking his eyes from you for the first time, Volt slips his arm around your waist and turns you slowly to take in the rest of the room.
Welcome to the Breaker Box, the pinnacle of luxury and entertainment, and the most exclusive club in the house. Impressive, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Those aren't really my scene.
Oh, is that so? Then I suppose I will just have to change your mind.
Ugh.
I do love a good challenge.
That
Nah,
sound,
not a good
the
thing to
flickering
say.
lights, it can only be a power fluctuation.
Oh wow, that even happens here? I don't
What?
want to insult
Oh,
this club.
that. Well, that was nothing, just a little surge. With this much energy coursing around, it's bound to happen from time to time. Volt.
There's the other guy. They have like big like Siegfried and Roy
This
energy going
newcomer
on.
looks exhausted, frustrated, and annoyed. His sleeves are rolled to the elbow,
I
revealing
love a good
calloused and
sleeve
bruised
rolled up.
hands that he wipes on a rag.
Eddie! Just in time to meet our guest. The human? What's she doing here? I'd imagine if we don't
like these
poison
guys.
the mood, they'll be joining us for the headliner show. Joining us for tonight's show, I hope.
Am I?
Unless you have other plans.
I guess not.
We'll have to work on that enthusiasm. Right. Well, have fun with that. I finished the patch, I'm clocking out. Not my best work, but it'll hold for the show. Ah, I see. And you're sure you're feeling all right?
Whoa, buddy, you're moving all around.
I'm fine. Just don't overdo it.
Eddie turns and trudges away, focusing on the rag in his hands.
Is he okay?
Of course. Eddie always is. His human skills leave something to be desired. Best to simply give him some space. Back to the matter at hand. Tonight's show! Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
You sure you don't need to check on Eddie?
Well, that's very thoughtful of you, but I assure you, what Eddie really needs is space.
I'm not convinced.
I insist that you don't.
Before you can even take a step away, Volt grabs your arm, his grip tighter than expected.
Ooh, is he jealous? Do you like Eddie? Are
A
you
fire
worried?
flashes in his eyes for a second, then it's gone and his grip loosens, the friendly mask returning.
Well, not now, at least. It would be a shame for you to miss the show after all the hard work that went into it. And Eddie would feel dreadful. He hates to be worried over. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
Okay, I'm a VIP.
You are, by definition, the only person in this house, so I'd say you more than qualify.
You know, it's fair. It's fair.
Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
Helicopter. What show is it exactly?
Open Spotlight, our nightly talent showcase featuring the hottest up-and-coming acts from across the house. It's a real crowd pleaser. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP
You've said this
tables?
line like 5 times now. Lead the way.
With
Please don't say it
pleasure.
again.
With a wink, Volt hops nimbly up onto the stage, He was born for the spotlight.
Good evening, you scofflaws and ducky watsits. Looks like Johnny Splash is going to be singing for us tonight. Be warned, patrons, you might get wet.
Whoa. Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny Splash. I got a song for you all tonight. One from the heart. And tonight it'll be
Oh, it's also like Johnny
acapella,
Cash.
because my voice is the greatest instrument of them all. I keep a close watch on this shower of mine. I keep my forces free of stain and grind. I scrub the ground from the tiles between the lines. I be a closer. Oh, that was amazing, baby. I even surprised myself.
I've seen many bombs in my time, but that one takes the crook-blasted cake.
Wave,
Even I couldn't clean up that
the
mess.
vacuum cleaner. Wow, I'm learning so many more.
It's okay. I'll retool it and come back with something even better. Just you wait.
With the club beginning to close down, it appears that the show is over. Patrons mill about, talking amongst themselves. You spot Eddie nursing a solitary cocktail at the bar. Volt is nowhere to be found. Things feel colder and quieter without his presence.
I'm gonna speak with Eddie, yeah, sure.
Show's over. Club's closed.
I just wanted to check on you.
What? Why?
Trying to be nice. Seemed upset earlier.
I wasn't. Happy? You can go now. Are you always this oblivious?
Yeah, kinda.
Then allow me to make it perfectly clear. Get out.
It's my house. Okay. We have 2 more. Hmm. Should I open this? No. Yeah. What is in there? What is that?
The stranger standing before you is dressed to kill. A sheer black catsuit, studded black manacles with pink fur trim, and a variety of brightly colored accessories drape their shoulders and frame their delicate features. Loneliness has been such a defining
Good
factor
Lord.
in your existence over the last few years, you've almost forgotten what it's like to be around others. You've certainly forgotten what it's like to be around someone like this. You almost feel as if you've stepped into a sex shop.
There you are. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten me.
Absolutely did.
Of course you did. I'm Benoit, your partner in pleasure.
Okay. Oh, you're...
What many I prefer to call myself, you're ruined. It's really about time you came to speak to me. Given the way we met, someone less confident than me might really take it personally.
They look at you expectantly, raising an eyebrow.
It makes me think you're not very confident.
Do remember the way we met, don't you?
No. We're into a gag gift.
The words gag gift make their cool expression crack for just a moment.
Ah, yes. There it is.
Assuming
Gag
that's it.
gift.
They look absolutely disgusted.
The only way to strip the word gag of all its appeal. Some friend of yours thought they were hilarious. You moved into this house and your friend brought you a big box. You opened it up to find... what else? A smaller box. You opened that to find another small box, and so on and so forth. So funny. Eventually, you got to the smallest box, and there I was, a bright-eyed virgin, yours for the taking. But there's still time to rectify that. After all, you're here, I'm here, and I know you have nothing but time. So how about it? Me and you and mind-bending, earth-shattering pleasure?
Maybe we could just cuddle and get to know each other.
Oh.
You know, how about that?
That does sound sweet.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
here, then.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Don't want to be rude. Okay. Alright, is there anything else in the other drawer? Over here? You know what, no. Let's go talk to our dishes. Didn't expect that, yeah. I don't know. I was just looking in the end tables. The bedside tables. Go talk to our dishes. Are all of the dishes? Let's go talk to... Are these also...
Here you
Yeah,
are.
it's our guy.
I hope you're prepared to work.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You are to make deliveries to Mitchell, Beverly, and Kopi.
Mitchell, Beverly, and Kobe.
Do not return until you have completed your deliveries.
Yes, sir. Please rest and take care of that chip while I'm gone.
Of course.
Oh.
If you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the time.
Okay. Kopi's. I know Kopi
You
and
will be
Mitchell.
delivering coffee
I don't know
mugs to
Beverly.
Kopi.
I don't think.
Coffee mugs are ceramic cups used to drink coffee. I am struggling to think of any further pertinent information.
Okay. Wait, is he with Kopi? No. What is your relationship with
There's
Kopi?
nothing interesting to tell. She is courteous and makes excellent coffee. Our relationship is purely professional.
They're clearly together. Clearly the one person I pick is not interested. That's such a shame.
If you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the time.
Tell me about Mitchell's.
You will be delivering plates to Mitchell. He uses them to serve food. The food is then eaten from the plates. I do not know what else to say about the plates, so I will stop speaking now.
Are you too cool?
When Freddy leaves the door open, sometimes.
Yeah, 'cause he's a fridge. No, like, do you guys get along?
What? Oh, yes. He has very refined taste in food. His feedback on my cooking has been invaluable. I enjoy speaking with him. If you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the time.
Tell me about Beverly.
Beverly will be receiving cups of all shapes and sizes for her drinks, both
Oh,
alcoholic
okay. This
and
must be Beverly
otherwise.
over here.
The cups will be used to serve drinks. Beverly has broken more than a few glasses after imbibing her own drinks, so you must give her a stern warning to be careful with these. I can think of nothing further to tell you.
Okay. It's kind of you to supply her anyway.
While I wish everyone had my respect for the dishes, Beverly does provide a very useful service to the house. And she is appreciative, even if I wish she were a bit less clumsy while drinking. If you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the time.
No, apparently I'm good.
I have nothing more to tell you. You may leave now.
Would you bless the dishes before I go? You could say something sweet. Let's.
Sugar. Go now.
That is it. Missing the point, but alright. Yeah. He's fun to pick on. Okay. That's all the time we have for today. All the hearts we have for today. Go back to our room. And while we're up here, let's... Nope, this. Okay. Let's look at all of the things. We had our new things for today. Eddie and Bolt. Jonas Scott. They like business and hospitality. They dislike being asked questions. Fascinating. Okay, hold on. Alright. We gotta look up all the VAs. That's what we're doing. Beastars, Uzumaki, Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Black Butler thing, Demon Slayer, Fire Emblem, Beast Shoujo thing from 2022. Pokemon, Moriarty the Patriot, Detective Conan, Attack on Titan, Willy. Do I know that? I don't think I know that character. Lupin the Third, One Punch Man, JoJo, Yandere Simulator, One Piece, the tennis. Okay. All right. Telly was new. Isaac Robinson Smith. Okay. Phineas and Ferb. Hamster and Gretel. The heck? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Batman thing. Despicable Me 4. There's been that many Despicable Me's. The Elder Scrolls Online. Final Fantasy 7. Starfield. JoJo again. Huh. Saints Row. Tom and Jerry. Avengers video game. Final Fantasy 7. Right one. That's about it. Okay. Not a whole lot that I would know from. Harry Styles. He likes interests and likes. He dislikes disinterest and dislikes. Interesting. Nick Wolfhard. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, okay, he is Finn Wolfhard's brother. As I saw a picture of him here, and I'm like, he looks like Finn Wolfhard. Okay, so this is Nick. This Nick Wolfhard is Finn Wolfhard's brother, from Stranger Things, and from It too, right? Okay. Monster Hunter Wilds, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. My Little Pony, Beyblade, Fire Emblem. That's about it. Okay. Fascinating. Right. Tacos, chalupas, and tortas. Dislikes shame. Wait, this is Erica? What, for real? Sorry, you can't even see I'm blocking it. This is Erika Ishii. Okay. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Wait, whoa, okay. I wasn't paying attention. They distracted me. Okay, whoa. Okay, we're gonna have to talk to them again. We're gonna have to talk to them again. Because it's Erica. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Alright. What is someone who no one's new? I clicked on everyone. I still don't have my boy here. Daisuke. Okay. I guess we go to sleep now. Hold on. Oops. Sorry. There we go. That's what I want to do. Okay. I need to minimize Chrome. Okay. Alright, let's do the stuff that Daisuke wants us to do. Let's talk to Kopi.
Welcome to Roofbox, the home of all your coffee needs. What could I get for you today?
I have a delivery.
Huh? Oh, the new coffee mugs I requested from Daisuke. Just set them over here, please. All right. Thanks for that. How come Daisuke wasn't able to come himself, by the way?
He got cracked, so he's taking it easy.
That dish really needs to take a break every now and then. He puts the dishes before everything, even his own health.
Why does he take his work so seriously?
That's all he knows. His family come from a long line of fine figures. Tsubasa, Moridake, Williams Casanova. There's a lot to live up to for him. He can't even imagine a life outside of his work.
Hurting herself. This seems really unhealthy.
You're telling me. Anyways, thanks for delivering these mugs.
We can
Tell
fix them
Daisuke I
though,
said
don't
thanks.
worry. I can fix them. I can fix them.
A bartender drums her fingers on the countertop, clearly bored out of her mind. Her long
She's
red-orange hair is pulled back into a ponytail that flows down her back, like the drinks she pours so expertly. She makes herself a drink, taking a small sip of it and setting it down. Your entrance startles her so badly, she nearly knocks it over.
Someone's here! Welcome to my humble bar, the Tipsy Tumbler. I'm Beverly, but you can call me Bev, or Beverly, or Madam
Like
Proprietress.
beverage.
That would be so cool.
I'm Madam Proprietress.
I'm the owner and bartender and janitor and stockroom attendant. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hiya.
Beverly squints at you, frowning as she seems to be considering something. And then she snaps, pointing at you.
Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, it's you.
The human, yeah.
Proprietor. I can't believe I didn't recognize you. Ugh.
Well, you should. I own this house.
I owe you a huge debt. You have free drinks for life here.
Yeah, I do.
Welcome to the reopening of the Tipsy Tumbler.
That's okay, I don't really like
And
to
I
drink,
know what
so.
you're thinking. Oh, Bev, that's a lot of openings. Did something happen the first 6 times you tried to open the bar? Nope, nothing.
Babe, like yourself. You said, no. Well, then why have you reopened so many times?
It's because nothing happened. Not
Right.
a single customer came. Total ghost town. Each time. I've
Do the other
lost
options in
an
the house
alarming
come to
amount of
this? Because
sleep
they came to
trying
that
figure
club
it
in the
out.
breaker box.
So please don't leave. You are literally my first customer in ever. Every time I thought you were finally going to invite people over, I'd polish the place up and prepare to be the best host I can be. But then each time you'd chicken out and spend yet another weekend all alone. I mean, why did you get a mini bar if you weren't going to invite guests over?
I don't know. That's why I don't have one. Help by minimum bar makes an accessories to motivate me to finally invite someone over.
But that's... Okay. It's all water under the bridge. You'll have to talk
Okay.
to River if you want that. Anyway, that's enough babbling for me. So take a seat and let me fix you something already. Please, let me fix you something. First and foremost, am I making you a cocktail or a mocktail? Mocktails are the non-alcoholic versions of a cocktail. Just as fun and delicious, but without the burn. Or the drunk part, obviously.
Yeah. A mocktail, please.
Excellent! Always happy to serve customers that don't want to get drunk. They usually don't yell and hit on me as much. They also sometimes don't tip as much, though. Oh, and also I have no customers.
Yeah.
Anyway, which mocktail would you like?
A soda, please.
Refreshing and bubbly, like me. Coming right up.
Yay. Pour it out. I know I'm gonna sip it.
You lift your glass to your lips, taking an extended
Take a
sip.
drink.
How was it?
It was good.
Well, after 6 grand openings, I got a lot of practice in. Plus, with a name like mine, I should know my beverages pretty well. I really don't want to close this place down. I've put my bar and soul into it. So, will you be my first returning customer?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, thank you. Tell your friends. Tell everyone. Please. And I'll be seeing you next time.
You seem nice. Okay, but you see, I had a thing I had to give you from Dice. Okay, fine. I guess we had to meet her to get out of the way.
Utterly mismatched flavor profiles. Texture's a mess.
Got a delivery from Dice.
Mitchell waves a hand at you.
Ah, yes. Unpack them for me, won't you?
Sure.
Mitchell looks over your deliveries, nodding his approval.
Brilliant. These are perfect for what I need. They should look spectacular in the dining room.
Does it really matter that much? These are just plates.
Just plates? Just plates? Food is an art form, and the plate is the canvas. The presentation is a non-negotiable part of the deal.
I can see why you would get along.
Plating is as vital to a dish as the seasoning. It elevates the entire experience. Without Daisuke's hard work keeping me supplied, my dishes would be nowhere near Michelin level.
Guess I should be more appreciative of my dishware.
Damn right you should. Daisuke spent years refining his craft, creating his own ceramics. He has a respect for the work you simply can't be taught otherwise. You do well to model yourself after him. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have reviews to complete.
Okay. Let's see. We have 2 more parts to use. What is this?
You do not have the satisfied expression of one who has completed its.
I am so sorry.
Just Beverly's needs remain unmet. Good.
I did not realize it was you again. Thank you. I am so sorry, Daisuke. I thought that might be something else. I didn't realize that you're also that. Okay. My bad. Let's see. The stairs? Maybe. Boxes. The breaker box. Go in here? No. Nothing in there. Nothing in there either. Okay, I can't open the bottom drawer. Let's do the windows.
The figure who stands before you has the casual, confident air of someone who knows just what she's about. Her short hair glows with the colors of sunrise, and her blue eyes drink you in without a trace of shame or embarrassment. She evaluates you with a hand on one hip, her draped clothing subtly highlighting curves you'd never have expected from your rigid, structured window.
Well, hi there. I'm Gwendolyn.
Hi, Gwendolyn.
Oh. And you? Well, you're quite the looker, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know what I look like, actually.
What's the matter, hun? I can't possibly be the first one to tell you that.
Possibly.
You're the one looking out at me all the time. Look, I don't mean to be so forward, but I found I'm happiest when I'm transparent about what I want and what I'm looking for. And unlike most everyone here, I've been ogled by humans for centuries.
Ogled.
I have had enough attention on me, thank you very much.
I'll look away then if you want.
Well, not too much, okay? I'd still like to know I'm providing some kind of comfort. Anywho, if I'm having to do one of these introductions, I might as well get this out of the way first. I'm only looking for one thing in a relationship right now.
Friendship?
You know it. That said, I can't say I'm looking for anything too serious right now.
I know how I feel, I guess.
You do? Really? Sorry.
I don't,
Don't mean to be
though, so I
skeptical,
don't know
but
why I
have a
said
pretty
that.
good view from here, and I've barely seen you head outside once. I know there's plenty of fun to be had indoors, but there's so much to do in this world. So many views to see. Even just the simple joy of a night on the town. Yet here you are, taking a breather, same as me, but you haven't even had fun yet.
What are you suggesting?
I just want to see you live a little, that's all. Stop watching life pass you by. Enjoy yourself. Kiss someone. Kiss
It's kinda
many
weird.
someone's. And then
Stop
maybe,
coming from my
in
window.
between your adventures, you can come tell me about all the fun you're having.
Sounds great.
Over and out.
Why is my window like that? Oops, no. There are people outside shouting. Okay, window in. Kari, Walgren. She was in Rick and Morty. Or is in Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's still going on. Like her most recent thing. Spidey and his amazing friends. Okay, and then date everything. Phineas and Ferb. Teen Titans Go. More Spider-Man stuff. Witcher something. Oh, Don Don, okay. Oh, Seiko ISA. Fascinating. Huh. Watchmen, Angry Birds, Barbie Mysteries. Sorry. Just a lot of stuff going on inside. Batman, Elder Scrolls Online, American Dad, Cyberpunk 2077, Mortal Kombat, Sailor Moon Cosmos, Justice League, Diablo 4, Animaniacs, Owl House, Dota, Teen Titans Go, Ice Age, Tom and Jerry, Curious George, My Little Pony, DuckTales, WandaVision, Scooby-Doo, Cleopatra in Space, Last of Us, Frozen 2, Funicula, Spider-Man thing, Final Fantasy 15, Fairly Odd Parents, The Lion Guard. That's real popular with the furries. The Lion Guard. Elder Scrolls Legends, A Tangle Thing, Blue Exorcist, Smurf, Samurai Jack. Minecraft thing, Kung Fu Panda, Durarara. Kung Fu Panda, Fallout 4, Proctor Ingram. I don't know if I remember who that is. Guild Wars 2, Hotel Transylvania 2, Sophia the First, Winx Club, Ben 10, Green Arrow, Hearthstone. Kingdom Hearts stuff, Final Fantasy 8, regular show, Tangled, Penguins of Madagascar, Dragon Age Origins, Naruto stuff, Resident Evil thing, A Little Mermaid thing, Final Fantasy Tactics, American Dragon Jake Long. Oh, she goes way back. Like Lupin the Third Part 2 back in 1978? What? There's no way that's right. And she really starts out with a couple things in 1991, 1994, 1995. Some card captor stuff from 2000. Huh. Huh, okay. Beverly. She likes ice recipes and ratios. She dislikes sobriety and online advertising. Oh, it's Marisha Ray. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense now that I think about it. Listen back at her voice. Yeah. Was that it? I don't think we got many new people today. Yeah. Tuesday. Alright, let's go talk to Beverly.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Tipsy Tumbler. What can I get for you?
Actually here for delivery.
Delivery? Oh, you must be talking about the branded rocks glasses I asked Daisuke to get me. Oh, thanks so much. I'll take those right off your hands.
You hand Beverly her package, and she sets to work unpacking and cleaning the glasses right away.
I'm glad Daisuke managed to get these for me. He's one of how is that old dish slinger anyway?
He's recovering from a chip, but he seems alright.
A chip? Oh, poor guy. That's the last thing he needs. But then again, maybe he'll finally relax a little now that he's forced to.
He really just never takes a break, huh?
Yeah, he's always been into his work, but he used to make time for his hobbies and friends. Did he tell you he writes poetry?
What? He writes poetry?
Oh, dear. He's fallen right back into his old workaholic pattern. Someone needs to remind him of who he used to be. Who he still is.
I'll do it.
He's a real passionate guy, you know. But passion can lead to pain. It's easier for him.
Who's into poetry? Remember that.
Write him a poem. It'll really tickle his teapot.
I'll have to try that. Thanks for the chat.
Hey, no problem. Come back to the Tumblr anytime. Was I the last one?
Yeah.
Great job! Daisuke's gonna love that.
How do I write him a poem? Lyric doesn't know how to write. Is there like a notebook somewhere? There we go, okay. Can I write a poem with those papers. I can't tell if I'm getting, or no, this is probably how you get the pencils, yeah. Let's do the paper.
The frazzled figure standing before you has the sort of overworked and underpaid co-worker energy you've not seen since you started working from home. She startles when she sees you looking at her, dropping a number of office supplies clutched in her arms.
Oh my god. You can see me?
She's cute.
You can see me! Oh my god. You've walked by me for so long without looking at me. Office Romance Magazine was right. Maybe this really is my year.
Office Romance Magazine?
Oh yeah! It's the leading publication on office romances for office supplies. It said my love life was totally gonna be on fire this year.
It's like someone outside like talking through like a megaphone or something.
And fires, as we all know, are a very good thing. Oh gosh, listen to me babbling at you. You don't even know my name.
It'll be like through a radio or something. I don't know, it sounds weird. Probably a good place to start.
Yes, yes. I'm Penelope, and I'm your office supplies.
So presumably she's also the pencils.
Yay! Which boy, let me tell you, you sure haven't used those in a while.
Everything's online now.
Yeah. But it's great that you're here, though, because now you can bear witness.
For what exactly? I was
To the
gonna ask.
resurrection of Penelope office supplies! So what if no one's using me like they used to? I'm not dead yet.
You're so right, Queen.
Yeah! Anyway, your daily motivational office quotes calendar put it best. Your most important work is always ahead of you, never behind you. Stephen Stovey. Now, what do you think that means?
Time to look to a brighter tomorrow.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that too. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure this is saying I've got an ass that won't quit. And it's time I make sure everybody knows it. Anyway, to that end, I've got a hot date with a cross trainer. You got any advice for me?
Just be yourself.
A little boring, but all right.
I have arrived to do battle!
Oh, there he is. I assume he means date?
I meant just what I said. Prepare yourself.
Wow. Right. Love it. See you later.
Bye. Okay, those two are dating. We know that. Cool. Let's do this D&D thing. Talk to Matt Mercer again.
My faithful traveler, you have returned.
Oh, I'm blocking it, but I have 50-something behind me. Of course I have. I'm ready to play.
Ever faithful. I knew it. Before we start, here's your character sheet. You will be playing Miles Cypress, a troubadour from the mean streets of Cantalopia. You have taken up a new home in
I'm
Decor,
playing Miley
which is
Cyrus,
ruled by the
troubadour from
House
the
of
mean
Knives.
Cantaloupe. I'm in Decor, just ruled by House
You
of
start
Knives.
the game with 50 hit points. If you reach 0,
That's
your
what I'm
adventure
blocking.
ends.
Okay.
Don't worry about reading the sheet too much. I'll keep track of your health and letting you know what you can do. Now tell
Maybe
me,
I want to keep track of my own
Are
stuff.
you ready?
Yeah. Ready.
time to begin. We start our adventure at night. The wind is whistling through the tall trees at the edge of town, carrying with them the smell of pine.
Hold on, Matt Mercer. I'm sorry. I have to put Chrome away or else
And
OBS will crash.
possibility.
Okay.
Most of the
Pine and
shops in
possibility.
Decor have closed for the night.
It's like
but
Sense of
that
Sensibility
doesn't mean
and
the town is
Pride and
asleep.
Prejudice. Pine and
Far
Possibility.
from it. Near the center of town, right off the cobblestone path, is the Countertop Tavern, Music pours from the open windows as you stand on the small wooden stage, having just finished one of your specialty songs. What are you saying to the crowd?
I guess I'm saying the only thing I can say. Are you not entertained?
I guess that'll work. You're just warming up. It's okay.
Okay, clearly I
Let's
have
continue.
skill checks with this guy, so I probably shouldn't come and talk to him again for a while until I have better skills.
You exit the stage and find your seat at the bar. The bartender slides you a red ale.
I toss them a coin for their prompt service.
They catch it and thank you with a simple nod. You know that some meat and cheese will be waiting for you in your room. As you
thanks,
sip
them.
your drink, a hooded figure sits next to you at the bar. Without looking at you, they simply ask, "Can you swing as well as you can sing?"
I try to get a better look at them.
They notice you try to see who they are. They pull their hood closer and slide you a thick gold coin with the stamp of the butcher block on it.
What's the butcher block?
The butcher block are the not-so-secret guard of the Knives Monarch. If they have come to you, it is serious business.
I asked them, what do you want with a simple singer?
With this, they rise from their seat and they move to the stairs. They pause briefly, making sure to lock eyes with you before ascending the steps. You toss back your drink and you follow. People have noticed the moment and start to whistle and hoot.
Oh.
They sure do. The folks at the countertop
No,
aren't shy
that's
about
not
it
what
either.
we're doing.
At the top of the stairs, you see the hooded figure slide into your room. You follow carefully. When you open the door, you see they have pulled their hood back, exposing their face. Before you is a gorgeous human. It is disarming. Why would anyone so beautiful cover their face? They're looking expectantly at you, Miles.
Why did they bring me here?
Once you have closed the door, they say, as a member of the Butcher Block and in direct response to the needs of the House of Knives, we have a task for you. The Prince of Knives, Nakiri, has been kidnapped. We know that the evil Grand Vashir has him. They are planning to sacrifice him to their god, Cleaver.
How could I be of any help?
We believe you know how to get where they are holding the prince without arousing much suspicion. As a musician, you can travel freely.
Not
They will
anywhere.
make the sacrifice at the Great Kitchen Sinkhole tomorrow night. If you state you are visiting family in Cantalopia, no one will suspect you as you move toward the sinkhole. You should rest up.
Is that how Cantaloupe
Tomorrow
was spelled
is
the
a big
first time?
day. This is so much fun, isn't it?
You're not gonna tell Matt Mercer that his voices are too much?
I'm really
Yeah,
enjoying
it's great.
myself too.
Yeah.
Where were we? Right. You get a full night's rest and a hearty breakfast. You get a boost
70
of
hit
20 health for the day. You,
Yay.
troubadour, are ready to go save the prince. As you head out towards the Great Kitchen Sinkhole, you have a pep in your step and greet the people in the market. They laugh and joke about your performance the night before. The thought of the Prince of Knives in trouble worries you, and you know you need to make haste. You have seen the prince once before, and the thought of him floods your mind. He is handsome, sharp-dressed, and has carved a place in your memory. To sing for him would be a dream come true. To serenade him in private would be... Ooh. You walk faster at the thought. That pep in your step has become a borderline power walk. As you walk past the town gates, you notice that two people are behind you. Maybe they are just traveling as well. Still, you can't be too sure. You pass a fork that goes to a neighboring town. They don't turn off. You remember the messenger from last night warning of a mole within the block. Could they have found out already? Has your cover been blown? What do you do?
I keep walking.
Your trust for people won out. Soon they stop and produce a picnic blanket. They
I mean,
are on a
either
date.
way, you shouldn't act suspicious. That's so cute.
You notice a small knobgoblin in the grass next to you. You avoided that fight. You carry on toward the Great Kitchen Sinkhole. The road is packed well, and your feet seem to find flight on it. The sun is high, and the warmth of the day is complemented by the smells coming from the woods ahead of you. As you cross into the trees, the canopy above blocks the light from touching much of the forest floor. The coolness of the shade hits your skin, and you smile. You remember what it was like to play your music for the trees. This is where you learned the art of song. From the birds, the bees, the crickets, and the chipmunks. You don't know what is ahead of you in the kitchen sinkhole. That makes you anxious. You take a moment, letting the breeze push through the trees and over your body. What is on your mind right now?
Maybe this is a sign I need to collect myself before moving forward.
You open your eyes, looking around until you find a stump that is at a good sitting height. There is an understanding that you must get to the sinkhole quickly, but you have time, and you want to be centered when you get there. Taking out your lyre, you begin to strum. Your fingers pluck the strings softly at first, but then you close your eyes and let the music take you over. The tune that floats through the air is one you have never played before, but it comes to you as if it were a memory. Birds and other critters fall silent to listen. The blades of grass seem to lean in toward you. Leaves suspend in air before they fall, just so they can take in the music. And then, a branch cracks, breaking you from your playing.
I open my eyes looking for the sound.
You see nothing for a moment as you sit and listen. And then, someone moves from behind a tree. As the person comes into view, you instantly know who it is. Adorned in jewels befitting of royalty, but clothes set for a hike, the eyes of a powerful royal meet yours. The warrior Queen Slycelia stands before you.
Slycelia.
Glass magic staff in hand, a smile on her face. Fear not. I come with no harm in my heart.
About instantly. No, wait, I kneel.
Please stand. Decorum is not needed in this place. We all bow to nature. I shall not have you bow to me presently. May I ask what brings such a soul as yours to these woods?
On my way to save your son.
Ah, wondrous. A true hero you will be if you help to save my precious boy. I have a confession. I did not trust the butcher block to have found someone who could accomplish the task. I was going to risk my life.
Oh no, don't risk your life. You're the queen.
But I
am
heard
but a
your
lowly
voice, and I
bard.
can tell your magical song, when augmented to cause pain, could cut just as sharply as a blade. Allow me to accompany you. My crown means nothing without my child. With me by your side, the arcane threads of this world will be at your disposal as well.
I'd be honored.
The queen has already scouted the area. As you come to the edge of the woods, you see the silver sands of the kitchen sinkhole, and she motions with her head to the left of where you are standing. She summons a gust of wind, and the loose brush on the ground moves to the side, revealing a trail. This is how they have moved supplies in and out. Before you can respond, she takes off down the path. As you follow her, you notice it quickly dips into an unexpected valley. As you round the corner, you see a small group of guards surrounding the mouth.
You know, it's really kind of cool that in this game, you have, like, Matt Mercer DMing you a private little, like... I mean, I don't know if it's really D&D yet, but, you know, it's cute. It's cute that, you know, you have a little private role-playing game with Matt Mercer here.
I will follow your lead and support you in your actions. What shall we do? Looking at your song list, it looks like you know the songs of Sleepy Time, Eardrum Wrecking, and Seduction.
Make him go night-night.
You strum the beginning chords of a lullaby. The guards hear it, instantly heading towards you, but before they can reach you, they collapse on the ground. Queen Slycelia reaches out with her staff, and roots respond. They wrap around the sleeping guards, holding them to the ground. They aren't going anywhere when they wake up. The path to the cave is clear, and you just know this is where you will find the prince. As you enter the cave, you find that it leads toward a metal-lined hallway. Red power bounces off the surfaces of the walls, and energy and heat push down the tunnel towards you. You start to sweat right away.
I know I'm
nervous
blocking
of
it,
what you will
but
find.
I can't even see the word find here because of the
You look over to the queen.
my
Her face stern, her eyes
HP
focused.
behind me.
Somehow,
already
sweat
blocking
rolling
it.
down her face looks complementary to her features. Suddenly, she stops. No, this isn't right.
What is it? What's wrong?
She takes off, her gait widening as she races through the tunnel. You struggle to keep up until you almost run into her as she stops at the mouth of a large room. As you look into the room, you see the prince. But you also see the outline of someone everyone would know. It can't be, the queen says almost to herself. Cleaver, is that you?
Hello,
Not
my
Cleaver.
darling.
The figure rumbles as he kneels in front of a bonfire in the middle of the room.
The queen has come to be with her king, yes?
As the figure stands, you take in King Cleaver, king of the knives, as flames dance across his face.
What, the king?
So glad this campaign is going well. King Cleaver stands before you, stripped of his royal garb.
So cute.
His muscles are coated with a layer of sweat as he basks in the light of the fire. The prince, in a cage in the corner of the room, is blocked in by a pulsing red energy surrounding it. A low growl escapes the king's mouth.
You interrupted the incantation. I'll have to start again after you perish.
My love, what are you doing? Something is not right with you.
If only you had stayed away, my love, you wouldn't have to witness the work that must be done. You also wouldn't have to die.
What has possessed my husband to cause him to speak like this? By what manner of evil do you move through this world? The king tilts his head, still looking into the flames, and... before I begin, this is where I monologue. I know, it's silly, but I've been working hard on it, and I'd love for you to experience your first big bad guy monologue.
Okay. Monologue away.
Do you know how long this realm has had a king? For millennia. Before history can be noted as beginning, this land has always been ruled by a strong-willed king. And not just any king. The only king. Me.
The king turns around, and his face looks hollow in the
So
firelight.
he's afraid his son is
His
gonna
eyes
take
are
over?
glowing with his sinister glow. The queen lets out a gasp and goes to move toward him. Your reflexes kick in before you realize it, and you put up your arm to stop her.
And for millennia, someone in the royal line has vanished. Either in war or out at sea. Some tragedy has fallen to a young member of the family, and the kingdom has mourned for a time. But they have moved on. And queens would die, and kings would pass of a broken heart. And a new king would take the throne. Always
Wait,
some
but I thought you
cousin
said you were
or
always the
uncle
king.
from a small parcel of land no one had heard of. Always of humble means, always young, always handsome, always me. And all I have ever needed is the blood of my line to rejuvenate me, and for my inner circle to make sure the butcher block failed in their search.
Whoa. So he's been killing his own family members in order to like make a rejuvenation potion where he's young again, and then he shows up as the heir.
It's
And
a
a young
shame
version of
we
himself.
only had one child, my darling. You could have kept the other one, but I need him
Oh,
sadly.
he got heir in his spare.
I don't suppose you can keep on loving me after this, can you?
A smile twists across his face. Absolutely not. I shall never love you again.
Yeah.
What a pity. I guess you must die here as well.
No.
The king launches himself at you. What do?
I sing at him.
You whip around and shoot a sonic
Ah.
blast toward the king. It pushes him back, causing him to fly across the room and smack into the wall for... You did 40 damage to him, and he is
Yeah.
stunned.
Yeah,
The queen
good.
gives you a quick nod before flinging a spell at the cage. Her power serves as the final straw, as the energy dissipates and the prince is able to escape.
Good.
The prince runs toward the queen, and they embrace. But the king recovers.
You will both die.
He is a figment of himself, overtaken by rage. He launches himself at the two while they hold each other. The queen raises a hand, trying to summon an arcane shield. It might not come in time. What do you do?
I'm gonna be dramatic. I jump in front of them.
You... Oh, holy crit! Okay! As you bravely leap in front of the queen and the prince, the king comes down on you. He knocks you to the ground, placing his face inches from yours. He says,
At least you will die a hero.
and with both his hands threaded together into one demonic fist, he comes crashing down
I have
on
70.
you for... Oh. I'm so sorry. 92 damage.
What?
I rolled a crit. You feel
Matt.
the impact. Everything begins to blur.
Oh, I should
And
have
you
just
die.
hit him.
It isn't
Yeah, but
long
hero.
before your
Oops.
body is found.
Okay.
Members of the butcher block
Well,
find
obviously
you in
my
a
body
chamber
should be
next to
found.
the prince.
Well, but what happens?
They see the
Wait.
wounds on your body, and they easily make the connection. You put
The
your
prince, is
life
the
on
prince
the line for
okay?
the prince. Of
And the
that,
queen?
there is no doubt.
What
They
happened?
treat you like the hero you are, raising a statue in your honor. At the Countertop Tavern, an ode to the troubadour is written and sung. First, every night, and then weekly. But eventually, every month on the full moon, when the world makes the most music, the song of you is sung. And that continues until forever.
Yay!
King Cleaver may endure.
That's satisfying. Your
but
character dies,
so do
but
you.
like, yeah.
And you will inspire
good
the
way to
one
save it.
who eventually brings him down.
I inspire someone who brings it. Oh, that's so exciting.
Incredible! The way you sacrificed yourself?
Yeah, I know. It was dramatic, wasn't it?
Holy crit! Oh, that was better than I could have imagined. That was... You are... perfect. I'm sorry. That's super embarrassing.
Yeah, it kind of is,
But,
buddy.
like,
I'm just playing D&D.
that's how you roleplay here.
Oh,
I'm
whoa,
excited
whoa,
to see
whoa.
how you might like some
Whoa, buddy.
other roleplay.
Buddy. I don't know. You were going a little fast. Only if it's all above board as friends.
That is so totally fine with me.
Okay.
I appreciate you so much. And I would love to play with you again.
Yeah, we can play D&D again.
I'm so damn glad you sat down with me to do this. You're amazing.
Well, okay, dude. Like, you didn't even do much roleplay here. I literally just, like, chose options. Like, clearly, obviously, the DM is the one that, like, shown here. Like, it's very clear for anyone who would watch this interaction.
I need to wind down because that was intense.
Okay, buddy,
Please,
yeah.
Please, come see me again soon.
Shut Sabrina Carpenter song. Shh. Okay. Oh, we're friends. Yay. Oh my
Come by
gosh.
for snacks anytime.
Yay. I leveled up a little bit. I have 5 charm and 5 poise. Oh yeah. I'm still stupid. Have no empathy and am so not funny, but I have poise and I have charm. Okay, unruffled. I'm still only unruffled. But now I have charm, I'm appealing. That's nice. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I have 2 left. Let's talk to books. And then we'll talk to dice.
Oh, good! You're here. I'm excited. I'm expressive. Everyone's ready to go to the zoo.
Okay. I know exactly what you mean.
I've been thinking, and here I believe is the best way to organize our efforts. Creativity is for naught without some solid logistics. I know how I'd like to start my book. I've got this fantastic detective character named Wen that I've been working on for a while, and he's going to be our hero.
Okay, sounds good.
What I need from you, though, is help with creating an outline.
Okay.
If you will, help me to create a framework. Then, once we have that, I will take it and go into my secret writer's cubby and create the entirety of the book.
All right.
Which I can absolutely do in a night. And believe you me, it will be perfection.
Dude, I wish I could do
But
that.
the outline, that's the hard part for me. Will you help? Does that sound doable?
Absolutely. Will he write a book in a night? Tell me a little more about this detective guy.
Detective Xander Wen. He is a hard-boiled detective living in the big city of Sprawlsville, and he is a magnet for crimes. Which works out just fine, because he's also a genius at solving them.
Great.
Now, just to be clear with you, I haven't fully settled on writing a hard-boiled crime drama to go with my hard-boiled detective. The way I see it, Detective Wen is capable of getting himself into and out of almost any kind of trouble imaginable. I suppose this is why I've been having so much trouble writing this on my own. Xander Wen could do just about anything. I'm asking you to help me create his first story from infinite possibilities.
Okay.
Well, shall we get started?
Yeah. Okay, we need conflict. He needs a conflict. Oh, yes, this is gonna be so great.
Excellent. I'll give you the first line, of which I'm very proud, and we'll run with it from there.
All right, sounds good.
Detective Xander Wen went out the door, looking for crimes.
Okay. He digs through the first crime he ran into to be in the form of a blonde bombshell named Daphne Fatale. Help of his new and hilariously mishmashed partner, a foul-mouthed talking robot named Buzz Aldrin. When Gondorf the Wizard appeared before him. When a shirtless ranch hand named Hunky McCoy appeared. Do we give him a femme fatale? Or do we give him a partner? A robot? No, we're gonna do the femme fatale. It's
Daphne
really
asked
classic,
Detective
yeah.
Wen to help find her husband Cliff Fatale, who had gone missing.
When asked Daphne when she last saw her husband, she replies, at the squid cannery down on the Misty Wharf. Xander takes the job, but doesn't tell her that he's not a real detective. His first name is just Wesley. No. We know he's a real detective. Last seen climbing on Everest. She last seen him on Skyros. No. She saw him last down on the Misty Wharf
Wen
cannery.
investigates the squid cannery, where he talks to the foreman, a foreboding and mysterious communist named Gregor Privyet.
Communist. Gregor says Cliff has been missing ever since he told Jersey Pizzoli he wouldn't pay protection money anymore. Gregor needs to take the ashes of the father on a cross-country road trip to bury them in Winnipeg. Then pirates. Gregor takes Xander to the back rooms where his most muscle-bound and sweatiest. No, we're gonna say this one.
Wen goes to
These
Jersey
others go
Pizzoli's
off on
cannoli
side
factory on
project
the wrong
side
of
things.
the
We need to
tracks.
stay on
His
track.
goons
here.
open fire.
Fives Onslow sneaks to Pizzoli's office looking for clues. When he finds shots on the floor, they shoot up all the cannolis that were being baked. Ducks behind some crates, only to find a crate labeled full of bars. To get to Jersey Pizzoli the only way he knows how, sleeping his way to the top. Well, what? He sneaks in the office.
There's
I'm
a
just picking the
framed
first
picture labeled
option.
Cliff Fatale
This isn't
and Jersey
very
Pizzoli,
interesting, but
shaking hands.
the man labeled Cliff Fatale is him. He was Cliff Fatale the whole time. What? They're tryst with Daphne.
Daphne appears in the threshold and says, "Care to join?" I like it. A slow burn romance. I call it Mystery of the Missing
No, but we
Kiss.
don't join.
Lyric looks at the story outline you've written and pronounces his true feelings.
Looking at this, I think I'll write it up right away. Unless you think we could come up with something better?
Now go ahead with this one.
See you soon, partner.
Whatever. Okay, it's fine. Nice guy. No. Dishes. Are there dish jump? Daisuke, I did all the
You find
deliveries.
Daisuke and a lacquered friend mid-discussion.
Who was that?
Beautiful. Like a ceramic sunset over a shining sea of China.
I told you I would help you organize. Just look at you now. Even an injury cannot slow you down.
Your assistance has allowed me to catch up on the rest of my work. I'm truly grateful.
It's no problem whatsoever, amico mio. Ah, speaking of friends, it seems as though you have a visitor.
Ah, we will speak again, Caprizio. Farewell.
You guys are together?
Ciao.
You have the air about you of one who has completed their mission.
Yeah, I did. Hope it wasn't interrupting anything.
No. Caprizio was only helping me reorganize inventory.
Man, you like him
You
too?
finished your deliveries then?
Yes. Okay, so will he like it if we speak to him in Japanese? Or was that racist? I mean, he seems pretty Japanese, yeah?
Very good.
Okay.
It is almost as if our near-tragic accident never happened. With your help and
Okay.
Caprizio's, I suppose this means
Yeah.
my work is finished now.
Daisuke
you should
stares
take a
up at
break.
the dishes in the cabinet with an inscrutable expression. You wonder if now might be a good opportunity to bring out another side of Daisuke.
There must be something else to be done.
You know, we're
Perhaps I
trying.
can rearrange the dishes again.
We literally haven't been properly introduced to him yet, even. Like, he's not even in our book. So just once needlessly is a risk. Yeah, he'll like this. He'll like this. Handling dishes needlessly is a risk.
You are correct.
Yeah.
I suppose I could spare a moment to sit.
I know how you are,
Would
buddy.
you care to join me?
Absolutely. I'd love to. Some time with you. We're gonna say I'd love to.
Come,
I don't like
sit.
As you sit with
Sounds loud, no.
both of you gazing
Tough
up
guy,
at
yeah.
the majesty of the china cabinet, you turn over the advice you received in your mind. You could talk to him about coffee, poetry, ceramics.
Oh, poetry. I heard you write poetry.
Who told you that?
Beverly?
Beverly's job is to dispense beverages, not secrets. I have been betrayed.
You shouldn't hide your art.
I am not hiding it exactly, but I am not sharing it either, I suppose. I suppose you must think it strange for a dish as serious as I am to be writing poetry.
No, not at all. I play romantic.
Romantic? My poems were never love poems.
Oh, I
But
don't
I'm
care.
glad you seem to be a lover of poetry just the same.
He's blushing, it's working. Yeah, does that make him blush? Man, it's so cute when people can blush. I don't really blush. So, it's cute when people do.
It seems like such a simple question. Friends, lovers, hobbies. I dropped them all one by one.
Take care of the dishes? No.
They were pleasant, to be sure, but a distraction.
Yeah, exactly. It's cute when other people
When a
do.
relationship ended poorly, I often thought of how much time I'd wasted trying to please others. When a hobby reached a plateau, I felt as though I let time slip through my fingers. Time I could never get back.
I get how
I
that
worked
feels.
too much. I do not have similar regrets.
Hmm.
Or at least, I used to think so.
You can work
Being
and do
forced
more.
to slow down has shown me perhaps my priorities have been incorrect.
Yeah, you should hang out with me.
Now, faced with a quiet moment and friendly conversation, I
And
find
also
myself
write more
woefully
poetry.
inadequate. Like a broken plate fused together with hot glue.
I'd love to help you work on reconnecting with yourself.
It is a kind offer, truly.
Ah, he's blushing again!
But I am unsure if there's anything left to salvage here.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Much on my mind.
Unload it. Share.
Forgive my rudeness, but I must bid you farewell.
What?
I am no longer in the mood to chat.
You know what? That's fine. I can come back tomorrow. See you later. Bye. Bye, Moira. Okay, let's. That's not run. That's crouch. Okay, let's go upstairs. Okay, check out our phone. Oops, nope. This button. This guy.
I'm sorry for the abrupt intrusion, but there's an urgent topic I need to discuss with you immediately. Is everything all right with the date theaters? Are they operating efficiently?
Yeah?
Well, as you know, I'm able to remotely monitor their functionality, and I've been noticing some deeply troubling readings coming from the quantum catalyst activator.
Yeah, it's all good.
Quantum catalyst activator. And I haven't even told you what it is yet. That's very sci-fi, but essentially, the quantum catalyst activator is the internal hardware that allows you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence. And recently, it started to emit metacognition readings unlike any I've ever seen before. I'll keep an eye on things over here, but please inform me if anything unusual happens. Oh, and if they get too hot, throw them in the freezer immediately. Your life depends on it.
What? Wait, why?
Sorry. It's not safe to talk anymore. I'm in a really sketchy neighborhood, and this phone is super duper expensive. But I'll keep analyzing the data.
Okay. Thanks for chatting. Anyway, did we meet anyone new today? Oh, right. We did. Likes inspirational quotes, taking pictures, and pizza. She dislikes not being seen. Amy Carrero. This is a voice actor. Sounds familiar to me. You're suspicious of tinfoil hat guy. Yeah, I don't know. That where he's like, oh, they're broken. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Things are going great. Okay, she's in Critical Role of Bridge or Critical Role. A bunch of Critical Role stuff. Did everything. It makes sense because I saw already she was in Blind Spot, which I know Ashley Johnson was also in. What else was she in? Family Guy or Critical Role things. Blind Spot. She-Ra on the Princesses of Power. American Horror Story. They really need to tell you what season when they tell you American Horror Story on IMDb. MacGyver. Okay, interesting. I don't know any of these things. Greek. Okay, I think I've seen that. Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel. Okay, that's unfortunate for her. Hannah Montana, The Mentalist. That's it. Okay. Fascinating. Suspicious of me. What new? What's new about it? This? No. Why did it say new? It says new. Oh, maybe okay. It's because this. Oh, I have a new like thing. It keeps track of stuff. Okay. +10 to friendship with Chance. He's my friend now. Yay! I'm friends. See, stars mean I'm friends. Do you meet anyone else new? No. Okay. All right. Actually, this will be a good time. I'm gonna save. Okay. Not ending. I just want to get some more water. Okay. We'll do main menu for now. Or you know, no, we'll just keep it here. It doesn't matter. It's not like the game's running on time. Okay. I'll be back. Be right back. Be right back. Okay, good enough. I'll be right back. I just want to get some water. Be back in like think like a 5-minute break or something. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay. All right. What do we do now? Who do we talk to? Talk to these weights.
You find Dunk stretching
It is Dunk
idly by
again.
the weights. When he sees you, his handsome face breaks into a cheerful grin. He's so excited he can't seem to contain his energy, bouncing back and forth on the balls of his feet like an overexcited puppy.
You made it! Oh man, I'm so excited. It's been so long since I got to work out with somebody else. And a newbie, too. Ah, there's nothing like a good lift with someone who's just starting out. Everything is so new, no bad habits to break, less competitive talk. It's just gonna be you, me, and the weights. Good vibes and a great lift.
A shadow falls over the two of you. A massive, blonde, and
That's
bearded
the Viking
figure
man.
looms.
Do not infect them with your weakness, Duncan.
I keep telling you it's not weakness, bro. And Duncan was my dad, man. Call me Dunk.
Nonsense! Exercise is violence. It is driving the weakness out of your
Kristoff.
body by force.
You're toxic.
Call you by your name. Duncan, Fool, Nelson, Fart, Leg, Love, Shuttlecock, the third.
Oh, come on, Chris. You're really bringing the mood down.
Yeah.
Kristoff
Dunk is so
glares at Dunk,
positive.
then turns his exacting gaze on you.
You, tell him what you need.
Why are you even talking to us right now? Yeah.
Someone must intervene when harmful ideas are being propagated this way.
No, shut up. You're a
Have
bully.
neglected yourself for far too long.
Shut up.
In my domain, you will do so with intention.
Well, this isn't your
and
domain. Your
strength.
domain's a little bit to the right at the treadmill,
None of
okay?
this. Real winners do their best and know their limits, sentiment, and foolishness.
You really gotta relax, man. All of us share this room. And it's their house.
Yeah, it's my house. Exercise should be unpleasant. No. Are you done yet? I'd really like to work out now. I'm not gonna, like, make fun of him for
thanks,
being
buddy,
a Viking.
But I think we got it from here.
You do not got anything but sentiment and foolishness. But so be it. You have thrown your lot in with him. And now you will reap the baby soft consequences.
Baby
Do not
soft what?
come crying to me when you are so weak. You cannot even lift a bag of chips.
God damn, that
That
cross
would never
trainer was
happen.
intense.
They hardly put anything in the bag of chips.
If bringing the mood down was a sport, he'd be a gold medalist for sure.
Right? Good vibes only, yeah. Good
Hell
vibes
yeah,
only.
man. Back to the program. Anyway, today's activity is weights.
He gestures to the weights you've long since abandoned. They're still in decent condition, if a little dusty. in
I'm
places.
honestly more of a cardio person.
Nothing like a good lift. You can work your whole body out. Anybody can get a good burn going with weights, even if you're only lifting a couple pounds to start. It's a great place to start your fitness journey. There ain't no rules, no competition. All you need is yourself and a good attitude. So, ready to get started?
Dunk is so cheerful and confident, it's probably more work than it's worth to turn him down. You could, but do you really want to
No,
hurt
I don't
his
want to hurt his feelings. He's so positive. But why do I call him a weirdo? But we're not gonna be too enthusiastic.
Do this!
Yeah, see, he can be
You lift weights
enthusiastic.
for a while under Dunk's supervision. He ensures your form is always correct, and that you're not lifting more than you
See,
can
that's
handle.
good. It's so positive.
He never pushes you
working
too
out
much.
is so better
He
when
only
it's with
kindly
positive
encourages
people.
you when he sees you growing tired, or if he knows you have just a little bit more left in you. When he
I
calls
don't have more
time,
left
you
in me,
sit
though.
down,
Please stop.
Sweatier and more exhausted than you've been in a while.
Yo, that was amazing, especially for a first session.
Mm-hmm.
You doing okay, buddy?
Yeah. Tired, but I feel good.
That's great. Make sure you take it easy the rest of the day, okay?
Mhm.
Resting up after hitting it hard is just as important.
Right, I want to talk to Sailor Moon.
If you're sore tomorrow, which you probably will be, make sure you take care of yourself.
Okay.
Try soaking in a bath with Epsom salts, or use a heating pad.
Okay.
You can even try a massage if you got a massager or anything like that. And it might sound like the exact opposite of what you need, but trust me, keeping that body moving when you're sore only helps. If you lay around and feel sorry for yourself, it just gets worse. But I got something that'll help. Next time, we'll do some yoga. I mean, it'll make you sore too at first, but it'll help you with the rest of the stuff we do.
Okay. Sounds great.
Hell yeah! Love that attitude. See you at the yoga
See,
mat.
I love this. I love this. This is so good. Yes, let's do yoga tomorrow. Dunk. Man, that's so nice. Okay. Sailor Moon. Is this Sailor Moon? I think this right here is Sailor Moon. Never mind. It's also Dunk. This is Sailor Moon. No, it's also Dunk. Okay. Fine. This is Sailor Moon. No, it's also Dunk. No, but like... No, but like, hold on. I saw her. I saw her. I know I did. See, this is him! This is Daisuke! But I still don't have... I have 3 of 3. But I can't even click on him. I haven't met this character yet. What do you mean? I absolutely have. Is it a bug, do you think? Or is it like... Yeah, I know. Honestly, I think we've talked to him maybe more than 4 times. I talked to him the first time, and then the next time when I like washed dishes or something. And then the next time where he told me to deliver stuff to people. And then the other time where I hadn't delivered it to Beverly yet. And then yesterday, yeah, 5 times. It's a bug that's not fair. Why does it bug out on the one person? I thought maybe he was just playing hard to get. Who even voices him? I don't even know. I know nothing. I know he likes coffee and he likes poetry. Like, I'm like getting to know him on my own without all the little cheat sheets. I have 3 of 3 items? Anyway. What is this? Oh, the trash man. I know Sailor Moon is here. I saw her. This is it! See? This is Sailor Moon. I know Sailor Moon when I see her, and this is Sailor Moon. Yeah, we're getting known the old-fashioned way, exactly. See, but she has like a tennis racket sort of thing, so I thought she might be like a tennis racket. No, everything... This is Dunk. This tennis racket is also Dunk. And these are also Dunk. Another racket? I don't think so. Not that I saw. I mean, maybe. You can check one of the... There's nothing in here. No. Game controller. I want to meet the gamer. I want to meet Sailor Moon first. Anyone know where Sailor Moon might be? What's that up there? Sailor Moon, where are you? I don't think we're supposed to go outside. I thought about it, and I mean, originally he was like saying when I got the specs, he was like, oh, you can always just go outside. And then I looked at the Steam achievements, and there's something called speed run, and it's go outside immediately. So not that I'm aware of. I don't think so. I don't think there's like a back door. Oh yeah, there is here. I don't.
Oh.
No, it's locked. Yeah, I don't know. That's okay. Let's see. Who should we talk to next? I kind of want to talk to the stairs.
A distinguished beauty greets you with an elegant wave.
An old lady.
Never really thought so many hard corners and angles could be soft and graceful, but she's really selling it somehow.
Oh, hello, dearie. Mind your step. I'm getting a bit creaky in my old age. I'm working on it, mind you. I'm Stella, your quickest way up and down between floor and ceiling.
Well, between floor and floor. I never go to the ceiling with the stairs.
Airway calling.
I don't mind the creek. Feels homey.
Well, aren't you a sweet summer thing? I appreciate the sentiment. Still, one step at a time, all right? Just in case. And step and step and step and step. At least, that's what they say.
One step at a time.
That's the way. Step on through.
I'll be on my way then.
Yes, of course. Sorry to bother, dear.
You're not bothering me. I literally talked to you. You're not a bother.
Oh, bother.
I just don't really want to talk to a bunch of steps.
Sorry, I'm just... You see... Well...
Stella looks everywhere but at you, trying and failing to find the words. Eventually she sighs, plucking up the courage from somewhere within her.
Truth be told, I'm starting a business.
Oh.
She gives you a nervous but sweet smile.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you, dearie. It's all a bit exciting. I've never really had a thing like this before. A project, a goal. Never really thought I would, truth be told. You know, if you were interested, I could get you in on the ground level.
I think I'm good. Have you ever heard of pyramid schemes?
I mean, I've heard about the pyramids. Beautiful things. Always wanted to see them.
You probably
Never had
really
the
like the
time.
step
Probably a
pyramid,
little
don't
too late
ya?
now, though, isn't it?
Nah, you can
Oh,
still go.
no. I've gone off book. Oh, it all seems so much easier in the
Oh,
booklet.
it is a pyramid scheme. Booklet.
They sent it to me when I signed up. Stella's Steps to Success. How to sell that sale and change your life, generate passive income and financial freedom, all from the comfort of your own home.
Stella
You're
pulls
getting
out a
scammed,
pamphlet
old
from
woman.
deep in her bag.
I memorized that part at least.
Think you're being scammed.
Well, let's not get too dramatic. It's hard work, sure, but isn't anything? They even tell you that. Step 37. Not everyone will make it, but drive and passion are the fuel that fans the flame. Patience is a virtue, and success is for the virtuous. Doesn't that make you want to get to work?
Does it make you want to get to work?
Yes, actually, it does. Make something of myself.
Isn't there another way to
Really
do that
have
though?
gone off track now, haven't
Rather
I?
than,
Booklet or
like,
not,
joining a
this
pyramid
is a
scheme?
mess. Look, dearie,
An MLM
I'm
thing?
so sorry to ask, but could you come by again someday soon? Give me another shot. I'm still working on my nerves. And there are really a lot of fancy words to learn. I'll throw in a free sample. Gotta get rid of them somehow.
Oh, thank you. I'd rather not take part in a glorified scam.
Well, it's not. I don't think. Yes.
Can we be enemies with
dearie.
her?
Sorry to bother.
Maybe we'll be enemies with her. Let's talk to the wood in the fireplace. Yeah.
Well, well, well.
Oh, it's
The
Dante
enigmatic
too.
Ember returns
Okay.
for another lesson.
Why is that different than the rest of the fireplace?
You ready?
That's fine. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm so stoked.
Nice. We're gonna stick with getting to know you, but it's time for a
Yeah,
new kind of
we're trying to pick up dice case. So you got any advice?
As
Okay.
you might know, ice sucks.
God, yeah, it does.
So we gotta break it.
Okay.
First off, what's the worst way to get someone's attention?
Oh, I want to touch is way worse. Catcalling is inappropriate comments. Flowers, no. Flowers are so good. You can never go wrong with flowers. You know, I don't know if anyone was here back in November, but you know the flower thing from Fields of Mystria. You give all the boys flowers, and if any of them actually like your flowers, success. They're the one for you. Green flag. If the boy will like your flowers, you give the boy flowers, and if they like the flowers, they're good. They're for you. Unwanted touch, the worst way.
That's just an insincere and unsolicited form of selfish flattery. And for what? Someone who does that isn't trying to get to know you. They're just being a creep.
Yeah.
So the real question is, how do you start a conversation with someone you don't know in a respectful way that also shows you might be interested in them and hopefully makes them interested in you? Tricky, right? That's what we're gonna explore today.
Okay. Really passionate about this kind of stuff, huh?
You ain't lying. I am fire after all. A flaming hot, hopeless romantic.
Oh, that's
You know
cute.
what I've seen? How many proposals I've warmed? First date flirting in the living room, Valdiva flicks and chills, wine night cuddle sessions.
Don't talk about that in front of the
bearskin
TV.
rug rub-downs. Let's just say I've done my research on this sort of thing. And not to mention, well, I'd like to be in love one day.
Oh, that's cute.
Anyway, I know about fiery connections. That's why I can help you.
Yeah.
But nothing could happen without the icebreaker.
Okay.
And the icebreaker is observation and interest.
Okay. Observations?
Right. It might seem basic, but first you gotta notice them. But not just that. You can't be like, oh, they're hot, I'm gonna go talk to them. Nah, yo, you gotta really take them in. What's their demeanor? How do they look? Are they with someone? All that and more. Then, use the information you glean to guess what they might be interested in, and lead with that.
Okay. But how?
Alright. Say there's somebody you meet for the first time and they're wearing merch of a show or a game or a book, you know? What do? Maybe compliment them on it, right? But what could you immediately follow that compliment up with that's even better?
Questions. Quiz them what they know about the series. Oh god, no. Oh my god, don't be one of those people. Ask them who their favorite character is.
That's a good one. Smile, gently ease into the topic, and you can build a great rapport with them really quickly. So, you learn about, or even better, share in their interest. Make them excited about it. Start that connection by talking with them about what brings them the most joy. What better way to build a friendship?
True, it's true. Nice, makes a lot of sense.
Dope. You get it then. You gotta communicate, you feel me?
Yeah,
Let's
feel
go
you.
to phase 2.
Phase 2,
Alright,
got it.
So you made it past the icebreaker. Now you're vibing a little.
Okay.
They mentioned they're going to a concert of one of your favorite bands. What do you say next?
Music is for dorks. It's so tempting though. Like, if someone's like ironically rude, like that's actually kind of charming. But okay. Oh man, I love them. Are you going with any friends?
That's what I'm talking about, playa.
You definitely don't invite yourself.
Keeping it nice and casual and taking an interest while showing interest. Smooth. If they say no and they don't really have any friends who are into this band, let them know you might be down to go if they want company. If they say yes, maybe just tell them you're stoked for them. Don't want to seem pushy or self-inviting.
Yeah.
Get to know them
exactly
before getting
what
too
I said.
personal.
Yeah.
You know, build up to it. Maintain that good balance of digging somebody, learning about them, and gauging their boundaries.
Oh, we definitely don't want to hit on him. No, sounds complicated.
It is, homie, it is. But you can do it.
Okay.
Anyway, that concludes your lesson for the day. See you around for the next one?
Yeah. You know it.
Alright, next. Until then.
Okay. I want to get more skills. My skills are very low right now. Okay, we have 2 left. We want to talk to Dice Scale.
The game console turns on. Team 17, Sassy Chap Games, Moon Surgeons. This has to be the most immersive video game you've ever played. Your in-game companion is an absolute stunner, but she doesn't leave you much time to take in the sight of her. She waves you forward, looking around as though she expects an attack to come at any moment.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back.
Luna. Oh, that's cute.
Which way do you want to go?
What?
Which way do you want to go? They're coming. Oh, you just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you're thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these scroufs out here. What are we gonna do?
Unload a whole lot of Zaker charges on the Scrouf.
Berserk!
Yeah. Berserk is right.
Zaker worm!
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, it was the
Charges
Scrouf.
later.
Fine.
That's a whole lot of Scrouf carcasses.
Yeah, we
Nice
showed those
haul.
Scroufs who's boss.
That ought to teach Celine and her goons.
Yeah, take
They're
that,
near the compound of
Celine.
the upholders. They'll have assassin class upholders as well as surveillance class.
Hmm.
We'll have to sneak our way in and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You up for it?
Yeah. Violence is wrong. Let's go. We got the right equipment.
You're right. I'll put on my +5 shadow suit. It'll help
Hmm.
us get through the sensors in there.
Good idea.
Upholder tech is nasty. I found
Yeah.
an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
Got it. Sounds good.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door.
I like her outfit,
way out in
yeah.
the middle of the cold,
I like her
grey
hair.
landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my chalk picking skills, we'll have this open in no time.
Let's get it done.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer
Now's not the
inside.
time to talk about her.
You can see hallways
We're trying to
filled
get
with
in the
shining
upholder
electronic
fortress.
doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder
Ours are
central
yellow. I'm not a
inside.
huge fan of yellow
I'm
eyes, to be
seeing
honest.
grunt class upholders who shouldn't be too bad. There will be surveillance class 2, which can sound the alarm.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. Very. How do you suggest we do this?
As quietly as possible.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
With the shadow suit, there's no way they'll hear us.
I mean, that's why we
Using
spelled
all
out,
your
you know?
available grace and patience, you and Luna slowly make your way down the corridors.
Sith eyes from Star Wars.
Close
I
behind me,
kinda.
Dial.
You drift past both grunt and surveillance upholders with ease.
Yeah, we did it.
Choice on
Thank
the
God for a
stealth.
shadow suit.
I usually prefer the part where we... There you are. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Assassin!
From your stealthy vantage point, you can get a vague sense of what's happening. A vast laser juts out from some sort of holographic human from down the end of the corridor. The light engulfs Luna and renders her
No,
immobile.
Luna! I'll save you. Grab Luna and run.
Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride.
You need to run like a badass. We're not
You
giving
run
a
further
winks.
through the
I don't
maze-like
like winks.
compound and finally make it to an empty office.
We lost a lot of gear there in the tryst of battle, but at least we still have enough health to get us through to the end.
Yeah, we can do it.
We're getting close. You want to press on, or should we take a crafting break?
Probably craft some
We have a
things.
chance to use what's left in our inventory to make something that
Yeah,
will
we
help
probably
us in
should
the
do
final
that.
battle.
Yeah. Let's get crafty.
All right, we can craft something really special using this workbench. This thing can take anything we've got and transform it into anything we don't.
That's crazy. What do we have in our inventory?
Not much. We got zonked by that last encounter pretty hard. 1 globule, 1 wood, and 1 scrouf skin.
After all the scroufs we killed? What can we make with that?
Well, have to find out. Okay, let's get started with...
One scroll skin.
Got it. And then?
One wood.
Got it. And then?
Then the globule.
Got it. And then?
That's it.
All right. I don't think that's gonna give us anything we really need, unfortunately. But there's no reason to lose hope. Let me just put these together, and it's pretty globular, which is always good for defense.
Yeah.
The wood gives nice heft, raising our attack.
See, it's good.
The Scrouf skin makes anything look a lot better for comfort. We've got an amazing new piece of armor from this. That'll help us in the battle ahead.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh no. There it is, the horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin. Celine Moonrise, prepare to die!
Yeah, Celine, take that.
Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power.
Shoot her in the face already.
Yes! Oh, what's wrong with me?
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Charge, bitch!
Yeah.
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia!
No!
No!
No! Shoot more harder.
I'm trying!
Thanks to your crafting, Luna is able to withstand the mighty force of Crescentia's power. The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground, presumably dead.
Wow!
Yeah.
Did that without even a single save.
Yeah, we
Great job,
did.
Guile. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'm glad to be there for you.
You're the best partner I could have ever asked for. You always chose the right path, unwaveringly.
Yeah, 'cause that's not my gamer.
I'd love to be friends with you. Even
Yeah.
though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means you keep your KD ratio way down.
No, that's important. Sounds good.
Well, come back anytime and let's play again.
Yeah. I can't believe I made friends with her that easy. Wow. Did I get more skills? No, I didn't. Cool. Okay, let's go talk to our boy. Daisuke. Hi. Is this him too? Hopefully this is him.
You don't
Yeah,
see
it is.
Daisuke right away, but as you approach, you hear him calling out to you.
Please, come in.
Alright.
Our conversation the other day showed me that I have been neglecting myself and my once beloved hobbies. And with my work done for the week, I found myself going mad for want of things to keep my hands busy. It felt like a good time to remind myself there's more to me than my deep and abiding love for dishware.
I'm so happy to hear that.
I'm glad, because you are the reason I came to this realization in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Me? Yeah, I know. Wait, I know it's me.
When you injured me earlier, I was furious. I thought my worth lay only in my work. And now
No,
someone had taken
you're
my work
worth
from me.
things because you're pretty.
But being forced to lean on others allowed me to do things differently. I am embarrassed to admit that you and Caprizio have even improved on my processes in ways I hadn't imagined. I am far more efficient now. So if you allow me, I would like to invite you to indulge
Yay!
in a
We get to
passion
do
of
poetry. Yeah.
poetry.
Okay.
He gestures to a table laid out with paper, pens, and a few lit candles. It's all terribly romantic.
Oh, we get to do his interest. How wonderful.
Your enthusiasm touches me. I am happy we share an appreciation for the arts.
Daisuke guides you to sit.
I'm just glad you're
not
doing
leaving
everything
you
you
much
like.
choice in the matter. You take us.
Let us
Well, you
begin.
want to take whatever, okay.
Do not. Poetry
Oops,
is best
okay.
when it flows from your mind to the pen with as little interference and delay as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Do not overwork your words, and do not worry about how it sounds. Simply write with your heart.
Okay. That sounds nice.
It is as nice as it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Let us begin.
Okay.
Daisuke's pen begins scratching against the paper immediately. Perhaps he's inspired already, or perhaps he's been preparing for this moment. You, on the other hand, simply stare down at the blank paper before you.
Okay. This is when we have to we get to decide what our path is. We're definitely going to romance him, I think. We'll write a love poem.
You feel inspired.
We have to
by
romance
what's been
someone,
building between you
and I think
Daisuke,
it's gonna be him.
and you remember
I
that
don't know.
Beverly said
Maybe there's
Daisuke
other
would
people we
love
like
a
more,
poem
but
written for him. You begin to write.
okay.
You are writing away there. I look forward to seeing what you have produced.
I'm ready to share.
Already? Wonderful.
Ode to Dishware. Called Untitled. What do we think? Ode to Dishware or Untitled? What's he gonna like more? I'm gonna go with Untitled.
Oh, I see. Well, a title
Oh,
can take
okay.
time.
Never mind. Well, fine. Yeah,
But
no, but
go
the
on.
title is Untitled. Oh.
Done already?
Uh-oh.
Daisuke
Wait.
stares at you in silence
We
for
failed.
a few interminable moments.
No, I take it back.
Was incredible.
Oh, he liked it. Oh my gosh, that's fine. Okay.
I've never been given such a personal gift. Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad you like it.
You could swear you see tears glimmering at the
It kinda
edges of his
sucks.
eyes.
I'm so moved. I barely know how to share my own now. But let me get on with it, before I embarrass myself making a scene.
Okay.
Daisuke clears his throat, looking down at his paper with some mix of pride and excitement.
I love it already.
Since you entered my life, I have been renewed, like a forgotten subscription to a magazine. Your
Woo.
beautiful smile bathes me in sweetness, like a jar full of honey that has been knocked over on the shelf.
That's kind of cute.
The day
It's really
you fell
pretty.
on top of me
metaphor.
was a day of great change, like a pocket filled with quarters. I hope we will fall on top of each other in a different
Whoa, buddy, you need to talk to Dante. You're moving a little fast.
He stops there, looking at you expectantly.
I said you're kind of
It
cool.
seems that is it, and he is
Like,
deeply proud of himself.
Did you hear my poem? No, but that was good. That was good. It was just like, it was just a lot. You blinking at me. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That was a good job. Oh my gosh. I believe you wrote that. That was beautiful.
You are too kind. Thank you. It
Yeah.
has meant much to me to be able to share this part of myself with you. Thank you for being here with me.
It was my pleasure, or you're welcome, Daisuke. It was my pleasure.
You and Daisuke sit in a pleasant silence together. When it comes time to part, you know neither of you will forget this moment.
I don't know about that. It was not that big of a moment. Okay. Oh.
Champ! How goes it?
Hi, boss. You know, talking
Valdivian
stuff
would
around
like
the
you
house.
to complete an exit survey based on your time here. How
But
would you
I'm-
rate your time with Valdivian?
I'm in labor limbo. Very short and not fun. Medium.
Okay, I appreciate you participating. One more question. If you were to recommend, I don't know, Tom for a job somewhere, how likely would you be to send his resume along?
no, I'll support you,
That
buddy.
really means a lot, champ. Here comes my resume if you ever have any leads.
Okay. Name, Tom. Hometown, Las Vegas. Age 39 and a half. Position manager. Years worked at current position. 0.1 years. Previous employment. General manager. Dairy fiend. 8 years. Reason for dismissal, too tall. Previous employment, assistant manager, dairy wizard, 2 years. Reason for dismissal, bad luck. Previous employment, managing director, San Francisco Symphony Orchestra. Whoa. 1 month. Reason for dismissal, fraud. Oh, okay. Previous employment, managing director, Palo Azul. High school band, 4 years. Reason for dismissal, unknown. Oh, okay. Well, okay, wait. So he did spend 4 years as a high school band director. So, okay. So he was 4 years of a high school band director, and then he was in the symphony orchestra for 1 month. He was dismissed for fraud. But he does have history being a band director. 4 years. We don't know why he was dismissed from that. Huh. And then he did all these other weird little jobs, dairy things and stuff. Fascinating. Okay, who is there anyone new that we got? Stella. Nancy Lenari. She likes structure, she dislikes feeling left out. She's the Elder Scrolls Online, Spider-Man 2, some Pokemon stuff. Curious George, Spider-Man, Gilmore Girls, Year in the Life, Steven Universe, Bones, Criminal Minds, General Hospital, the B movie video game, 2.5 Men, Witch, Marvel video game, Ben 10, Grey's Anatomy, The OC, The West Wing, NYPD Blue, an X-Men thing, As Told by Ginger, Johnny Bravo, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Seventh Heaven, heard of that, I don't think I watched it. Beyond Belief Factor Fiction, I like that show. Beverly Hills 90210. The Angry Beavers, oh my god, I forgot that show existed. I saw that when I was little. Real Monsters, forgot that show too. ER, a Sonic thing, The Nanny, Aladdin, the series, Days of Our Lives, The Addams Family TV series, Animaniacs, Stories from the Bible, Darkwing Duck, Alf. Heard of Alf. I've never actually really seen Alf, but fascinating. Okay. Wait, where's my cursor? Okay. Right, we saw something new from Dante. Slow burns. Short. Yeah, he's been teaching me things. Luna. Yeah, we're friends with her now. Shelby Young. That sounds like a familiar name to me, too. Did everything. A Game of Thrones video game, DC Legends, Arcane, Fortnite, Hades, Persona 3, Harry Potter video game. A lot of Bug Snacks, Genshin. Not a lot of things I recognize, to be honest. Elder Scrolls Online, Criminal Minds, American Horror Story, Days of Our Lives, Social Network, Richiterabithia. Lazy Town. She played Stephanie in Lazy Town! That must be where I know her from. I wonder if she was my Stephanie. Whoa, that'd be crazy. Can't believe she's Stephanie. Oh, but we're supposed to be friends, but we don't have the little stars. Must not be good enough friends. I'm friends with Chance. Right, and we got along with Dunk too. What is this stuff? Like, what does that stuff mean? The scales and the rows and like also scales. Like, what does that mean? Okay. All right. Actually, hold on. Ah. I suspected as much. Oh. Okay, we gotta keep it going.
You wonder for a moment if your sink has overflowed, but that's not it at all. There's just a being made of water standing before you. She's ethereally beautiful, but there's something hard to pin down in her gaze. It almost feels like she's watching your every move, waiting to see what you'll do.
Hi, honey. You looking to cook something? Wash your hands?
Why do I have to want something?
Everybody wants something. Just a matter of what. So, just let me know what I can do for you, sweetheart.
Nothing in particular. Maybe I could get your name?
What do you need my name for, cutie? There's plenty of more exciting things we could talk about.
Not asking too much, is it?
Oh, I suppose not. Guess the mystery had to end sometime. I'm River.
Hi, River.
What can I do for you?
Is River no last name?
Just River. Like chair.
Oh, like Cher.
Cher. World famous pop star, known for her #1 hit, Belief.
Oh, that one.
The one and only. You know, the best thing about Cher is she's always changing her look through the decades. She always knew just what we wanted to see and served it to us. I really admire that about her.
Never too late to reinvent yourself.
I changed states all day, every day. I know that better than anyone. I just wish I knew which one was best for me. Is there a version of me you like best? Water? Steam? Ice? Some form in between?
You're really putting me on the spot here.
Oh, sorry.
River wasn't exactly holding your gaze before, but she seems intensely uncomfortable now. She looks everywhere but at you.
Look, I've been here way too long. If you don't need anything from me, I'm going to go.
Okay. Now we'll say please wait.
She is gone.
Okay. Alright, what should we do next? I want to work out again. He said this time we're doing yoga. Let's do yoga.
Ah, man, this isn't isn't where the experience is for today. Yoga time. See you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
What? Is that not a yoga ball? Oh, I can do the yoga mat. Oh, I couldn't click on the yoga mat before, but now I can. Oh man, I just wasted it. Damn it. Okay, it's fine. Let's talk to our boy.
As always, you find Daisuke standing silently, deep in concentration.
I'm always happy to see you.
And I, you.
Ooh.
Your smiling face is a welcome sight, always. First, I must thank you. When you first ran into me, I admit I was angry. I was furious, thinking of all the work I would be unable to do as I recovered. But when you agreed to help me, I began to see that in my pig-headed stubbornness, I was creating more work for myself. Caprizio's reorganization and your taking up my deliveries allowed me to see where I had fallen short. Not only in my duties, but in my personal life.
Your personal life?
Yes.
Daisuke reaches out to take your hand in his, lifting it to his lips and pressing a gentle kiss to the back of it.
I told myself I had no time for selfish pursuits, whether it be hobbies or something more personal. But I have found myself setting aside time I hoped I might spend with you. Speaking of anything but work, I care deeply for you. And if you'll allow me,
I was taking you on a date.
I'd like to take you on a date.
That's so nice. I feel the same way. Let's go.
I'm pleased to hear it. If you care to leave here with me, there are things I wish to say and do that should not be done in front of the dishware.
Whoa.
I would hate to rattle them.
Whoa. Whoa. What do we say? Do we go with it? Or do we take it slow? What if we take it slow? Is he gonna turn us down? Are we gonna... What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we just hold hands? I don't know how this game works. I don't know how this game works. Let's go with it.
I welcome you to try.
We're
Daisuke
gonna
sweeps you into his strong arms without warning, taking off up the stairs with you in search of privacy.
Bro, this whole house
You're
is a
pleased
lie.
to find out that Daisuke is quite good with his hands.
Whoa.
He's not nearly as brittle as you'd have imagined.
Whoa.
You would never have guessed you'd end up here after your first meeting. But now, there's nowhere you'd rather
Whoa. Oh my god, finally. Oh. We have more poise now. Yeah. Is he finally in our book? In our little address book? Thank God. Whoa. Talk to this thing.
An 18th century dandy strikes a dramatic pose before you, turning this way and that as though modeling in his own imaginary spotlight. He seems quite impressed with himself.
Yes, yes, it's me. It's the one, the only Candelabra.
Candelabra, I like it. Candelabra. What? What's special? Why am I so mean to him?
The one, the only. Do you see any other candelabra here?
No. Just because you're singular doesn't mean anything. There's one piano too. I think I have several. Yeah, we'll say we'll have several. Why am I being mean?
Perish the thought. Had you any, surely I would know of it. My little wicks would have made certain of it.
Little wicks?
My lovely lads, my flames, my sentinels. They travel around the homestead and find out all the lovely lies they all speak.
How does that work? You set the house on fire?
No. It's merely a turn of phrase.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm being so mean to him.
I mostly just raise my voice. Any good scandals going on over there in the kitchen?
There's that candle man.
Oh, it's the toaster.
They can be quite rude at times, but my persistent brightness can illuminate even the best kept secrets. Some would call me quite the busybody, but I would then call myself a beacon of truth.
Okay. Sounds kind of cool. What truth do you find?
How scandalous of you to inquire.
Yeah, I want the gossip.
Do you really
I think I told someone I was gonna get gossip and bring it back to them. Yeah, I want to know. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like we can't get along with the bathtub. Oh right, yeah, her, because she's the one who asked for gossip. Thank you, her reminded me. I was like, someone asked for gossip. Yes, they would get along. Bathsheba and Scandelabra. Yeah.
What is this? The crawl space where fools linger to die? If you truly want gossip, then give me some languorous lingo.
Why, I'd be delighted to hear the goings on.
Well, scandal time!
Okay.
This house, though, while it may appear peaceful from the outside, in fact harbors a hotbed of scandal from the inside. For example, did you know that the previously paired aerialists, Washford and Drysdale, are no longer speaking to
Washer
each
and Dryer
other?
are speaking to each other? I didn't know that.
Next! Were you aware that known vagabond Bobby Pin is on the loose once more?
Really?
Imagine the heist they are planning. Can you imagine the romantic dalliances as they make their way through the house?
Are they into that? I didn't know.
More scandals abound. They say there is a shadow that does not obey the laws of physics. A true scandal that undermines the physical realm.
Okay, that's good information. That's impossible.
And yet, they say if you peer closely at a certain shadow in the floor, you can see the crooked stranger himself. But I am not finished with the daily scandals, no. One has
That's good
heard
info.
of self-insert, yes? Could you imagine a video game in which all the creators inserted themselves at once at the same time? Such a thing is not imaginable. But in one that I've seen, they've hidden themselves within their very names.
Oh, I get it. Is that really scandal though?
Oh, yes, indeed. Critics hate that sort of self-referential garbage. Very well. One last scandal. There's no possibility you've heard of it. Long ago, a relic was stolen from an island nation, brought to these shores, and hidden underneath this house in a box. Surely you haven't heard this yet.
I didn't know that.
No matter. That is more scandal than your puny pate can handle.
Yeah,
I will
there's
teach
a
you the
lot to
ways
keep
of
track of now.
scandalmongers soon an hour.
A lot to keep track of. Okay, we have one more left. I think I want to talk to Dante again.
What do you know?
Hi.
The little pickup embryo is back for
I'm
another
trying to
lesson.
build up my skills,
I hope you're ready for some more complex pickup
my
strats.
stats. Yeah. Yeah, what else?
No way. We're about to up the difficulty level.
Good.
Last time we worked on what do you do if you have mutual interests like a show or a band.
Mhm.
But what about if you don't have a ton in common right away? How do you get to know them then? What do we talk about? Interest and...
Observations.
Yes! Before you decide it's a boring tactic, just think about it. Sometimes small talk is a great fire starter. And look, I know not everybody is instinctually great at chit-chat, but like any great skill worth having, it requires attention and practice. So, let's say you were meeting me for the first time at a friend's party. What's stuff you can observe about things going on around us, or about the situation happening? Let's roleplay, shall we?
Okay.
I'll be me, and you be you.
Okay.
But you know what I mean. We're acting out the scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just standing around.
Me too, standing around.
Oops, oh man. Now we just happen to be standing next to each other, and we don't know each other at all.
Looks like it's time to go home. Parties are awkward.
Aight, what are you gonna say?
Nothing. So how do you know Ash, our mutual friend?
Aight. A little stiff.
Bro, my
but
other
you're
option was
something
the
on me.
weather.
Damn. Great question to start out with. It's relevant to where we are. It's a good jumping off point. Dope. Anyways, back to the roleplay. Oh, I know them through our job. They're a great work friend, always reliable.
No. So what do you do at the office? Do you enjoy it?
Perfect.
Crazy Weather is a classic, yeah.
You're showing an interest in what they do for a living or whether or not they actually like their job. At least you're learning more about them.
Yeah.
We'll end there. But you're doing
What?
hella well, little Cinder. Proud of you. So, anyway, before you go, any other non-dating advice questions you might want to ask about me?
What? Yeah, I guess.
Fired up.
What aspect of love do you think is most important?
Well, it's about actually making sure you build a friendship with a prospective partner.
So true, Dante.
Humans are out here
So
getting
base.
into situationships and they don't even think about actually accepting their partner for who they are.
Yeah.
Like, no. You ain't gonna change a person to your whims just because you think they're hot and want them.
Exactly. I was just talking about this with K-pop demon hunters, Dante. I was just talking about this. Yeah, Dante's cool. Just talking about this because people don't care. They're just like, that character's hot, and they just warp that character to be whatever they want that character to be without actually caring about the character of that character. And it's frustrating when the show then complies and doesn't give that character that much of a character, and then everyone just molds that character into who they want them to be, and that's just dumb and stupid. I don't like
don't
it.
get
Why
to change how they are
your
to
little
suit
hat's kind of weird? I'm not gonna lie. That might be rude to say, but yeah, exactly. Try to just make someone into something they aren't. Yeah.
You need to be able to be vulnerable with your partner. Even though your attraction is often what leads us to talk to someone for the first time, it only goes so far. If you want a long-lasting relationship that is sexy and mutually fulfilling, it's about the personal trust you build with them based
Yeah,
off
it
your
is,
mutual
but it's
friendship.
also made out of wood, and I don't like it. It's like a little gnome hat, like an acorn hat, practically. And he's too cool for that.
That, to me, is the most important thing.
Thanks for speaking from the heart. Like I do like thanking him to, share what he thinks, but I kind of want to share agreement instead.
Thanks
Well
for the
said.
chat.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the next lesson, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Bye, Dante. Okay. Time to go upstairs. Work again. Oh,
Well,
our
TV
boss.
nights. Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a soft follow-up on my recent email regarding my lost sunglasses. I'm happy to report my office has already received hundreds of tips regarding the item's whereabouts and are quickly combing through them as we speak. However, I really must reiterate that the tip line is for verifiable leads only. I saw them in Turkmenistan, or did you check up your butt? While obviously very humorous, detracts from our serious efforts to expediently locate the missing item. In that spirit of camaraderie, anyone who sends a false lead will be downsized on sight. Thank you for your ongoing support in this matter.
Okay. All right. See who else we met today. River. Marcy Edwards. She likes being liked. She dislikes being defined. Ooh. Interesting. Marcy Edwards. What else should she been in? Blue Period. I mean, not really anything I know. Interestingly enough. Okay, we have new stuff with Dante. Yeah, we finally have Daisuke. Relationship status love. Yay. Yay, look at that. Okay, he likes taking things seriously. He dislikes constructive feedback. Okay. Oh, and it has our whole history here. Oh, he's scales too. What does that mean? Wait, even though it wasn't very good, you complimented him. No, it was good. His was actually not that bad. It was just a little forward, but it wasn't. It was actually pretty. I thought it was pretty good. Wait, did he love me before I even talked to him about poetry? That's crazy. Is this in the right order? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Candelabra. Ray Chase. Did we already look this person up? I swear his name was already here before. Yeah, wait, someone else. Ray Chase was someone else. No. 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 Oh right, it's been Wolfhard's brother. Why have I already why have I already looked up Ray Chase? What is he? Okay, well whatever. We apparently already looked up Ray Chase. I don't know, man. Okay. I think let's say you're getting Beauty and the Beast vibes. From Scandalabra, yeah. Cause he's like Lumiere. Alright. Save. Table again, just to be sure. We've done 35 of the items. Oh my god, there's 100 of them. Yeah, oh yeah, the fashionably tongue of furniture. So true. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yep, gotta double save just in case the first one didn't work. You never know. Anyway, this game is fun. It's cute. You know. And we made progress in like, you know, meeting more people. We boosted our skills a little bit, and you know, we dated a guy, so you know that's success. I wonder how far like you go with the character, or if it's like that's it. It's like, oh, you went on a date and now you're in love. The end. Like, is this a game where you're supposed to date widely and like just that, or you know, hopefully there's more. Hopefully it just doesn't end. It's kind of sad. um, I guess we'll see. We'll see next time. But yeah, that's it for today's stream. I'm definitely streaming again on Thursday, maybe tomorrow. We'll see, but careful with how it went on date at the end. Yeah, yeah. That would be kind of like, I don't know. I want more story. You know, like yeah, there's 100 dateable characters, but like, what's the point in dating them if like that's it? You know, like, but you know, this might be a game that's like meant to just not just give you a lot of options for like a normal dating sim, but like, you know, instead just be a game, you know, where again, you don't date like deeply, you just date widely. Which, you know, appeals to some people, but yeah, the other 99 are cool, but you want another one. Yeah, yeah, we want it. We care about Daisuke. The other people are cool, but they're all going to be friends, you know? Like, we're not going to romance anyone else. So, but this might be a game for people who want to romance a bunch of characters, you know? it just might not be the sort of game for us. But it has me kind of in the mood for dating sims. There's some that are good. There's one that I have because I like the uh I've played it like 10 years ago, and I like it because of like the and looking back on it now, the art honestly doesn't look very good. But it's uh like got a cool story to it. It's called 1931 Scheherazade at the Library of Pergamum. And it's kind of like a well, it's set in 1931, and it's like kind of uh like a archaeologist exploring type of thing, and then these characters, these guys. Wow, looking at now, the art really is like not super. But I still like that anyway. So, but I don't know if I'd want to play it on stream or not. But I just like that kind of. I like the story of that one. I think you've only played 2 dating sims out of curiosity. I like having choices. I like dating sims. I think they're fun. I think they'd be more fun. I mean, I don't really like them that much, but sometimes it's fun to have like a little fun little story. It's like a visual novel. Visual novels are fun, but like sometimes I don't know. It's just like a visual novel with a romance plot basically. Um which is fine, depending on what the setting is and everything. Um like And I like choices matter type of stuff, and like dating sims are really great for choices actually mattering because you have to like try to make the right decisions and everything. I wish more streamers play dating sims because like you could definitely get chat involvement and like ask chat like what should we do? Who should we romance? Like about any like major decisions. But I feel like too few people actually play any of that sort of stuff on stream. Like actual dating sims, like I know people play like Hotful, and people like play Date Everything, of course, but like it's kind of they only do like the like for the meme type of dating sims. They don't do the ones where it's like actual characters you choose, or like some people I know do like Love and Deep Space, but the problem with Love and Deep Space is you romance all of the characters, you don't pick one, and so it's not quite the same thing. And I feel like I don't know any of the ones where like you romance a character and you like pick a character to pursue, like I feel like that'd be good for stream. So you got pretty invested in the first one you played because it had a super good story, but you can't remember the game. Second was the KFC one. See, yeah, this is another one that people play. This is the KFC one. Everyone plays like the funny joke ones, but people don't, you know, don't play the real ones. Because there are some that are cute. There's that one, Scheherazade of the Library of Pergamum, and then there's also Cinders as well. I played through one route of that. Maybe I'd play again like 10 years ago. Maybe I play it again on stream sometime. It's like Cinderella basically type of thing. It has really that one has pretty art for sure. Um like I don't know, they can be kind of fun. And again, like and so I think they're fun to get like chat involved to be like, oh, who are we romancing, or like share opinions about the people and stuff like that. And again, it works better, not so much for me because like my chat's kind of small, but like for streamers with the bigger chat, like I think it'd be fun. But no one does them. And yeah, because you could run polls for any like major decision of like, oh, I know this is going to be significant, or like at the beginning of the game, like who should we try to romance, or like, oh, should we do this? So any time that feels like a big decision, like you poll chat to make the decision. I don't know, I feel like that's such a fun thing to do, like. But I don't know, no one ever does that. So yeah, it's like I want my streamers to play those. But like, and I know a lot of streamers are kind of uncomfortable with it because they're like, oh, I don't really like want to give out like my dating preferences and stuff, and it kind of gets people kind of thinking weird from their audience and things like that. Like I get that, and they don't like kind of the idea of being vulnerable. They're like, I don't know, and it's like kind of weird because a lot of streamers like will make all sorts of lewd jokes and stuff and everything, but then like I don't know, the idea of like a dating sim makes them feel uncomfortable, but it's like especially if you have chat involvement, like you're not picking who you romance, chat picks who you romance, like it's like anytime you're uncomfortable like with any of the things happening in the game, just pass it on over to chat and be like, "Chat, what do you think we should do?" Like you don't have to make those decisions yourself. It doesn't have to be a reflection of you. It's just like, your playthrough that you're doing. It doesn't mean that you like those things. So I don't know. Yeah, it's not streamers' preferences, chat's preferences. Exactly, exactly. It's like, a combination. It's not like it's like super serious and like, maybe you can play through it where you try to romance like the worst possible characters or something, and like you could come at it with an angle. It doesn't, it doesn't have to be, I don't know. I just think it's a fun way to play through the game since like, it's a fun like setup, the like plotting of it and the like the framework of a dating sim I think works really well for stream, but no one ever does that. I think it'd be fun. And it's kind of funny if you like romance a weird character or there's awkward situations, which is a little bit different than like a lot of other visual novel games where like I don't know, they're often less like emotional or like they're emotional but in like a dramatic way. Like dating sims are like kind of silly, funny little quirky things, and I don't know, it makes it more fun when it's like romance stuff as opposed to like I don't know, I just keep thinking like The Walking Dead or something, is like obviously, again, like a visual novel, you choose things type of stuff, but like, you know, you can't, it doesn't make you feel like I don't know, like it's obviously very different. It's less fun and silly. It's very serious. But like dating sims are all kind of fun and silly and goofy. But like you don't have. But I feel like things like Hot to Full Boyfriend or like the KFC one, like they feel a little bit too silly goofy. Like it's nice to have something in the middle of the silly goofy spectrum. Something that's not too serious but not too goofy. Something that's kind of lighthearted. Picture Telltale dating sim. I mean, that if there were a dating sim with the honestly, that'd be kind of nice to have like something that's like a dating sim that I mean, they're a little bit silly goofy, but I kind of would prefer something that's a little bit more serious like story-wise. Um and but like, yeah, I don't know. Like a yeah, no, actually describing it as a Telltale dating sim is exactly like it, it's like I don't know how to describe it, but that that would actually be pretty good. But, the dating sims that exist are also pretty good. Lighthearted things. I don't know. I kind of just wish more people played them. I don't even know how many there are or what there are. I don't have that many, to be honest, but I know they exist. There's a couple of them. But that like kind of have other things that I kind of liked because again they kind of have like an academic perspective or the setting is like historical or something like that. But yeah, okay, I only have like a couple. This one's like a detective, London Detective Mysteria is one. I don't know. I think it's like detectives, like literary detectives you date or something like that. I think I actually tried to do that on stream, but I was like, it was like my first like month of streaming, so like there was no one watching, and just wasn't really fun. I also wasn't very used to streaming, so again, like VTuber streaming, and it was a lot of dialogue, and I was like straining my voice playing it. And what other? I thought I had another one that's like French. It's like set in France and you like learn skills because you're like being tutored in different subjects because you're like a French noble or something, something, something. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's like Minuet, like a Minuet, a Tale of Power or something. I don't know. I don't even know if it's really a dating sim or not, but it's like kind of half dating sim, half like skill building, type like manage time management to build skills type of, game. A lot of the dating sims are like that actually, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks everyone for chatting, hanging out, lurking. Thank you future VOD watchers as well. I'm gonna go. I'll be back on Thursday for sure. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Today was kind of rough. I was thinking of streaming longer, but it's really hot. And actually, it's my hand on my mouse is like burning up because that's where all the hot air comes out of my computer, and it's really hot. There's for some reason wasn't as much of a breeze through my bedroom window today. So if you ever remember the name of that one, I'll tell you. Okay, good. I'd like to hear it. Um, But yeah. So it's really kind of hot. Again, not really that bad in general, but my hand is getting a little a little uncomfortably hot. Um, so yeah. So I might be back tomorrow, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, I might pop in and out, whenever I feel like it. Definitely keeping the normal streaming times, but maybe some extras. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how like productive I am tomorrow. If I feel like I'm being productive and like locked in to stuff, then keep doing my work. But if I'm really feeling unproductive and like not very efficient, I might take a break from work to stream. So, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see. It's fun. I'll probably play more of this game or either this game or Medieval Dynasty if I play tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know, one of the two, one of the two. So yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out, and I am going to go. See you guys later. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.